And we've got LaSh first picking Tughlaq here, so I'm expecting him. Yeah, he has picked Frisian. We are going to be starting out on the driest of Arabia. And boo! Holy Island ban, guys.
A Holy Island banned by LaSh. That's surprising me quite a bit.
I'm very disappointed.
Relic River before Holy Island. Does he use it as a kind of preparation? He wants to play Relic River or because of unknown reasons? Maybe he's cooking something. But yeah, interesting map draft. I mean, Socotra, I feel Bexder banning Socotra at all. It's a fun map, maybe in between, but I don't like it personally. And what's about the Swift draft? Tughlaq, Japan, Byzantine, Ayyubids, China, Delhi versus Mali, Golden Horde, OOTD, Juji, Abbasid, and House of Lancaster.
I mean, on paper, I like LaSh's draft quite a bit more. He got Japan, he got China, he got Ayyubid, he got Tughlaq, he got Byzantine. I'll say, I mean, he got Delhi, but he has not been reaping the benefits of Delhi picks in recent past, to say it carefully. I mean, Bexder got Mali, and he does enjoy Golden Horde. We have a sushi pick, but we don't have the best sushi map, so we'll see how we go there. But for our first map, we are going to be seeing a Byzantine versus Abbasid, and that historically, there was a time when you weren't really a civ at all as the Byzantines in this matchup. No, never mind. Well, but the other way around. You weren't really a civ at all as the Abbasid in this matchup, and then people realized, hey, I can just tower rush people and then go military wing and just be 1TC aggressive. It is allowed. You don't need to go multi-TC in the feudal age immediately. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes.
The interesting fact here, interesting thing here is that often meta deployed by some people, and people, let's say, agree with it, and it's like hard to break through these thinkings. I mean, we all know since the patch Abbasid, what is it called, the mill upgrade for the cheaper villager fresh food stuff. Thank you. It was not all the time in the mill, right? It was other.
Where was it before? It wasn't a TC before. You lost the villager for that.
Yeah. And after this change, I do remember we saw a lot of Abbasid, or I felt a lot of Abbasid aggression military wing opener before this change, and after this, it was like only multi-TC Abbasid. Like only. There were a couple games at least. We saw some people went for military wing in the past tournaments. And is Bexder one of these aggression guys, or is he going for the economic part in the Abbasid? As Abbasid here, we will see.
I mean, I feel like in general, against the Byzantines, you have to be aggressive. You can't just go to a TC, because then you'll just die. The issue is, look at LaSh's spawn. Like, he ordered this on Marine Lord. Like, that is, well...
It's like a double...
That's a painted spawn there.
For great winery on dry Arabia. I mean, it's not...
Oh god, he can just put it here, actually. He could. I mean, that would be super dumb, but he could actually put it between the two berry spots. Anyway, we're not gonna see that. He's gonna put it very likely here next to his mining camp, but we'll find out in a moment. Or he could put it between the wood line there. The point making here is... well, it's a great spawn for Byzantines, and there is not going to be a tower rush here.
Not at all. And it's unfortunately because the northern part of the base is kind of open, and that's the shortest way to the gold, to the berries. So if Bexder would have been aggressive early on with the tower rush or something like this, especially because LaSh is going for the of the slower age up opening on stone, that might be an opportunity for Bexder in this situation to block not only one berry but also the closest second berry patch, and that's pretty bad for Byzantine early on. But I mean, what I'm talking about is dump, because we don't see any tower rush, and we do see the pit mine on stone next to the military.
We have a pit mine.
A mining camp. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
too much money.
You're Abbasid in this situation. Your Byzantine opponent has a painted spawn like this. You have to walk all the way around his base to do anything at all. I mean, I guess you just go to TC and you just pray.
Yeah, but you know what? Just check sheep count. The LaSh hits.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. It is impressively bad. Okay, let's see where Bexder scouted. As we see LaSh's scout going to the north, and everything that's still left here has been scouted by Bexder. How? Just how? How can you be so unlucky? And this is EGC. By the way, folks, this is EGC, Dry Arabia. So there is a significant sheep spawn right around the TC that you can just collect and drop off immediately.
Yeah, that's unfortunately, and that's something LaSh will, if he realizes it after the game, he will be pretty...
Oh, you can be sure he's furious right now.
Pissed? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, chat, if you just wonder why we're talking about those things, we both watching LaSh on Twitch quite a bit, and there are some, let's say, insights we know. Is it an insight, or is LaSh known in the community for being unlucky when it comes to sheep scouting?
I don't think it has been... but it has moved beyond the German community. I'm not quite sure what Bexder is doing here. He still has 2 on the gold, so... I mean, he's going fresh foodstuffs, which is 75 gold, but what is he doing with the rest of that? Like, he's delaying his second TC so much. And LaSh just gonna plop down a tower right here. I kind of expected him to just wall here towards the stone and then towards the edge, so he has both of those berries secure, but he's expecting the military wing units as they arrive right now. He can save his villagers, and the tower is going to be up in time to defend this.
I do wonder if Bexder is delaying his TC not only with the gold, but also because of the early ramp he wanted to drop here because of the tower.
I mean, that would be an explanation if we're gonna see an immediate blacksmith, but that would be pretty rough. Never mind. Did I say blacksmith? He's Abbasid. What am I talking about, guys? Please. Second TC is going up in the back on the deer. As you do. And LaSh, he's just gonna upgrade the tower and not worry about a thing anymore.
Yeah. I would wonder if it's kind of worth it to go for the early ramp and a delayed TC to kill the tower, because you're not only killing the tower, you also kill a cistern here, because there's nothing at that moment, nothing LaSh could do against this. Now there's an archery range dropped, so it needs another 20 seconds to defend this ramp play, but he decided not to go. I was excited or interested to see how this will work. He decided not to go like this, and TC is there. Mill gets dropped on the deer, so food income will be quite nice here. And is he aiming for kind of a castle transition, or does he stay in feudal? That's the next question we have, and we do see a stable.
for now, I think both players are just gonna stay feudal for just a little bit. I think LaSh's aim is to get to Castle Age without taking damage. And Bexder's aim is to just prevent Byzantine from reaching Castle Age or doing so much damage that they will not be able to kill you once they do, while his second TC is putting him ahead.
Yeah. And I mean, the stable is the right choice here, according to what military is on the field, because of the situation that he had the military units moving towards LaSh space. He needs to react on this, and you don't want to react with Limited Eye on double spear, double archers on the field. This might not be worth it. So the archer range will delay, or the archer opening will delay a little bit the Limited Eye mass, and you're gonna expect. Do you expect as Abbasid longbows or German throwers? Longbows for sure, right?
I mean, if I'm Abbasid, I expect Byzantine to go longbows. Like, you're not really threatening. Your ranged mass is not threatening enough that they will be forced to go for jabs.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, not only that, but also the second unit might be interesting. The Castle Age unit out of the contract, and you will have camels here. If you went for the Javelin contract, but nevertheless, he decided to go for the Longboys. Double set in production, and already eating on the second berry patch. Unless the first is not fully done, and only 3 horsemen on the field. Military numbers, even though there is the military wing on the field, still on the field, are an advantage of LaSh because of the first longbow set already on the field.
Oh, LaSh does not see this raid coming. He has his scout forward currently. He sees the stable is a raid there, but probably doesn't realize that means that his villagers here on the back gold are in dire straits. No reaction. And the connection comes in. Good raid by Bexder. He's gonna find 1 villager kill here. Akratoy defense has not been used.
But on the other hand, no horsemen numbers. I mean, 2 back in the base, but archer numbers are not enough to get rid of the Limited Eyes here. I would expect, especially with the longbows together. But Limited Eyes might out of position quite soon because longbows separated from the Limited Eyes. Luckily, Bexder did not see it, and what does LaSh can do here in this situation? Does he find some eco damage? Longbows for the volley on the villager.
Bexder is actually trying to flee to Castle Age. He has a really decent sheep haul still. He's eaten through that 1 deer camp at the back. And he right now, I mean, he's still going for horsemen. So he's not immediately getting that. But yeah, can LaSh find this window? He's pulling back now.
But he's farming a lot of gold, Bexder, and does not have a blacksmith. Blacksmith gets dropped now, so meanwhile he's going castle. He wants to click on some upgrades, especially blacksmith upgrades, and now the deer in the north gets scouted. 6 wilds with the tower, just 1 villager. Too much for garrison places here next to the deer, and yeah, LaSh looks like he wants to surround or circle with his main army to push the deer in the north.
Yeah, he's going straight for the deer, which is a really good catch here by him. I mean, Bexder is not gonna really hurt from losing these 6 vills here, not too much, if it means he can get his Castle Age timing safely. And LaSh still not finding real damage here. So how much food is left in Bexder's base? Let's find out. We've got, oh my god, we still have 19 sheep to eat. So Bexder literally doesn't care about this, and he even manages to save some of the villagers here. Oh no, and LaSh doesn't realize that the villagers have left. Well, Eco Wing is through in 40 seconds. LaSh is going to Castle Age himself now, but so far Byzantine making a good showing of this. And how are we looking on the Byzantine side of things? That's a lot of investment in the feudal age that we did. And oh my god, there is 6 horsemen on the way in. 1 Limitani defending, and Akratoy defense is available, so this should not cause damage. Except for that 1 villager who will probably not be able to make it. But come on, Akratoy. There we go. It's been used, and these villagers should be able to deal with the horses quite easily. Poke, 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 and they're dead.
And meanwhile, Bexder hits castle, double tower on his nearest berry patches. Also, he sent 10 villagers on his sheep because he did not gather any sheep so far, or nearly no sheep so far.
The timing! Akratoy has just run out. Limitani are coming in, and LaSh is trying to trap the horsemen here, but Bexder is only trying to do as much damage as he can. Kills 1, kills 2, and we are going out. Golden Horn Tower is coming in for LaSh here. And I think Bexder saw that. And if he didn't see it, he heard it, at least, if he just looked at that. But yeah.
Definitely. And he was microing there, so pretty sure about that. Walls get dropped in the north of the map, so Bexder wants to make his northern part, the deer, the bag gold, kind of safe. And also the wood line's kind of safe, so no raid is running into the back of his base from the north part. Mosque is dropped, so there might be first relics picked up pretty soon. LaSh, because as Byzantine, the Great Winery can build monks. He does not need to build the mosque early on, and first monk is in queue for LaSh.
Yeah. So we have Bexder with 69 villagers, nice, and LaSh with 43. He is definitely behind in the economy department by quite a bit. But folks, keep in mind, this is Byzantine. We have 5 level cisterns, which is 26% increased Gaba rate against the Abbasid with only 15 extra through the Golden Age, which puts you quite a bit behind still. But LaSh has the access to the extra resource, has access to the veteran longbows that will be stacking up so heavily now through the Golden Horn. Yeah, it's gonna be rough, that longbow mass, in just a second here. Are we adding in any farms to the winery? No, not yet. So at least we've got that going, or rather Abbasid has that going for them. That the longbow mass will only be increased via the Golden Horn for now.
Meanwhile, 1 monk died for Bexder, and he saved all his villagers in the north. The horsemen, they're sitting in the north, only killed the monk. Meanwhile, the monk carried or chained those horses. The villager could finish up the wall, and also those berries in the north are safe to get ready or to get inhalated by Bexder, and still 7 sheeps alive under TC. So Bexder is a food paradise, and the relic in the north gets picked up pretty soon because military will save this. Full army of Bexder is sitting on this relic.
The only thing currently I'm worried about for Bexder is can we solve the amount of cataphracts that will be coming out soon? Assuming LaSh solves his economic macro a little bit. He's floating a lot of resources at this point. And Bexder, he's going into pretty much everything, you know? Can't be countered if you have a little bit of everything. We've got a bunch of spears, we've got a few crossbows here, we've got some camels to debuff the opponent. I guess those are... No, these are... he's actively producing camel riders. And we're also going into Gulam. And mass archers, of course. Do we have the composite bows just yet? Nope, not just yet.
So here's one interesting fact, strategy-wise. Let's say it's strategy-wise. Because you're scared about the cataphract mass, I'm a little bit scared about LaSh's food income.
Oh
Looking
my,
on the map,
it's really bad. Like, he ate through that deer pack at the bottom, and now he is in the middle, which is forward. He's also on the berries at the top there. These are... Okay, that is cistern boosted, I guess. Yeah, just in range.
the food situation for LaSh is pretty bad because, I mean, he has some food left on the map, yeah, but those are exposed. Meanwhile, all the external food resources for Bexder are kind of safe, or just that safe that walls will delay a push or a raid into this position, that Bexder can reinforce the position without any struggle. And he's Abbasid, so berries gets boosted, and this berry patch in the north is still nearly complete. Still sheep anti-C, and food situation is not good for LaSh.
Yeah, he's trying to solve that issue right now, as Bexder is just stacking up in the castle age, trying to get all of his upgrades in. Wait, did we not? We could even see them at the edge there, but this Limitani is gonna scout out the horse mass of Bexder, trying to go for the raid. And LaSh is adding in farms under the winery now. It is a 3-2 relic game, by the way, and LaSh is hunting for the military mass here. I'm not a fan of this, quite honestly. Hunting with his entire army. Like, this is cavalry, it's just gonna run away. Sure, you can kill a few there, but at the same time you're exposed on the map, you have no presence, and Bexder is now pumping out Springles against LaSh's Limitani mass.
Yeah, interesting choice going for Springles here. I mean, Limitani mass, I'm not sure if we can call it mass, because 15 on the field, 25 longbows will easily handle those Springles, no?
The Springles is a little bit of a weird choice, because if the longbows don't just one-shot them, it's gonna mean, well, the cataphracts just charge on top of it. But LaSh not even going for too many of them. He made 4, and I don't think Bexder scouted any more of that. He has another army mass going through LaSh's base. And he's gonna find more damage. Akratoy once again has been used, but these are castle age units now, and they'll pack quite a bit of a punch. But the cataphracts arrive in time. If you look at the army mass, army numbers now though, LaSh might be a little bit in trouble. Are these guys? No. I was thinking, are they on patrol?
And looking on the stats, 8k ahead when it comes to gathered resources overall for Bexder. That's quite a bit. Sometimes I'm not sure if those numbers working correctly, but yeah. Reinforced tower in the middle of the map. Mango
got that mango
emplacement.
10 seconds. This might be disastrous for Bexder. He doesn't have too much melee units here to burn this tower. He doesn't have any siege to really deal with the tower. And it's done now. Oh god, this might actually lose him the fight. LaSh pulling back here, doing a good job.
Interesting choice he's committing. I mean, he's running through the tower, so he does not care anymore about the tower, because tower is now, military is now out of the range of the tower.
Great trample.
Scrambling through the back line, and there's no front line left, but also the cataphracts dying here. I mean, LaSh might not invested too much into cataphracts because of the fact of the camels, so he was scared a bit of the camels, but also the front line for LaSh is dead.
Yeah, we don't have the food income to really produce enough to just hold this here, and the longbow mass is slowly melting. Oh my god, this mango emplacement is doing so much damage! We finally have some siege here and some melee units. How are we looking? Okay, farm eco is looking better for Byzantines now. If LaSh can hold just a little bit longer. Oh my god, he has 1,000 oil. Please produce some longbows.
And luckily LaSh did not micro in the beginning the Mangonel tower. Later on he did, so Bexder's backline or ranged mass, ranged plop did survive somehow. Let's say he saved some. Not surviving because he definitely lost some of them and at least HP on those units, but we do have 2 sacred sites safe on the map. Also, big keep on the north, big gold. Only a small tower for LaSh, big gold in the south, and the next reinforced tower gets a mangonel emplacement, but 5 villagers inside, and this might be burnt in time because of enough melee.
Yeah, like that is not gonna really matter if it even gets up at all. LaSh is in a corner. He has 70 eco units and he's Byzantine. He has a flowering farm economy now under his winery. But yeah, Bexder's just maxed. Bexder is approaching 200 population. And he has... If Bexder would... I was gonna say, if LaSh fixes his macro, he could more easily hold this. But Bexder's also floating 3,000 gold. So, hey. That is...
not only this... That is, yeah, sorry.
That is something you'd expect to see from a certain Bo5 in the chat. Usually he does things like this with 3,000 gold in the bank, but yeah. LaSh basically has to sit in his base now and hope that Bexder's pushing under Mango in placements.
And not only the fact Bexder is maxing out, but also because of the eco wing castle age up. He had cheaper farms and is fully farm transitioned. Meanwhile, LaSh placed or dropped the second TC. I'm not sure when he did, but he did it.
Like 2 minutes ago. It's
something like this. Yeah, and to be fair, he already has some farms next to the Great Winery. But when it comes to food income, it's 1k difference because of the not only set up farm transition, but also because of the golden age and imperialist incoming.
Yeah. Culture wing coming in for Bexder. This is LaSh's timing. He needs to secure himself access to one of the golds now, which Bexder of course knows, so he's gonna try and wreak some havoc with 24 horsemen breaking through the southern wall here, and LaSh is not in position to defend this. Oh. Yeah, horsemen just running straight in. Some Limitani are in place, but not quite enough, and that's gonna buy Bexder so much time. Like, the moment these horsemen are cleaned up, LaSh very likely is gonna see the Imperial Age popping up for the Abbasid.
And we do see... Do we have a scout on the field for LaSh? No, we does not have a scout, so sometimes... this is one thing... Well, I'm not sure if it helps or not, but in those times, in these timings, scouting is so important, but you are always on the map, you're having to micro your units, and then you need to, and also you need to scout, so there are so many things happening. Sometimes you miss something of those important things, you can't do it or whatever, and tower gets placed here in the north part. So map control, looking on map control, you can draw a blue line around LaSh's base where the walls are in the south, to the wood line to the north where his military is now placed, and that's all where LaSh can move around without any punishment and other reinforcement. The rest of the map is owned by Bexder.
Yeah, I mean, LaSh basically missed his timing. He's going Imperial himself now, but the time he spent chasing around the horsemen through his own base was the time he needed to actually break one of the keeps on one of the sacred sites on one of the big golds. Now he's imp. He has access to one more small gold here that has 3,000 left in the tank, and then what? Bexder is just sitting there with his 3 relics, with his 3 sacred sites. 9 minutes, by the way, is the timer on the clock. For an engineering company coming in for LaSh, his oil per minute is actually quite decent now. Got 700 here at this point. So yeah, we've got that going for us at least.
I mean, looking the numbers, the situation for LaSh is quite healthy because not only that LaSh gets his passive production and the farm, the oil and stuff like this, he has 30 military more in the field because...
Can you do me a favor? Click on the House of Wisdom and tell me what you think is wrong.
Yeah. Everything, because he did not use any of his culturing advantage, especially the first one was cheaper.
He's Imperial Age, and he's paying full price for his upgrades. Why?
Maybe because he said, "I'm rich, bitch."
I mean, he can afford it. Like, look at that. He's getting fire arrows for the full price, and it's about to hit in 25 seconds. But that is so many wasted resources. Well,
yeah.
I guess. Do you think Bexder's gonna push, or do you think he's just gonna sit on the sacreds? We see more stone walls coming in, by the way.
Maybe he is pushing once these stone walls are done, but overall, it tells me he wanna play for the sacred side time, and not sure about that because all that, I mean, 10 minutes. 8 minutes when LaSh hit Imperial are quite a long time. It's not like, oh, I have to do something as LaSh because the timer is running out. I will lose because of Sacred Side. He still has about 5 minutes left when he starts himself to pressure to do something. I mean, sure, gold control is pretty favored for Bexder, but because of the Age shop, Imperial Age, everything LaSh needs is oil right now.
Yeah, he can get the best siege in the game just through oil. But man, can you imagine LaSh's expression on his face when he realizes that right outside his own walls here, there's a full set of Abbasid stone walls all around his base at this point. Oh god.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. But I mean, looking on Bexder's food is kind of disgusting, but we never should underestimate Byzantine. Not at all. 48 longbows on the field, also incendiary arrows incoming. I mean, the front line is lagging quite a bit, but we do have only 11 horses on the field. So right now, there is not that big threat of raid into the back line for LaSh. And Bexder is maxed, so the transition will come, but needs time, and the time means Bexder will lose military. And the question is, if he loses military, the transition is incoming into the mass horsemen. If it's, according to the time, enough to save his sacred sites. On the other hand, LaSh has one royal cannon on the field. I guess he killed some units or deleted some, or maybe it was with the small fight here.
It's still in the queue. He has to trade off some units before he can get it out.
True. So it's the same fact for LaSh like for Bexder.
Yeah.
And does he realize it? Because he needs this cannon. Now we have 5 minutes left. 2 minutes before I said 7 minutes timer is not like, but 5 minutes, maybe the pulse is, or the blood is getting hotter.
Oh, I mean, he's trading off these villagers now, apparently, at the bottom side. Bexder finds 10 villagers of the Byzantines. Are we gonna get a royal cannon popping out, please? Or is it just gonna... Yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
And LaSh looking to attack the top side.
Not sure if you want to trade off villagers to get a royal cannon when you have only 90 on the field. But whatsoever he decided to, I mean, it doesn't matter unless or once he does not decap a sacred site. 4 minutes left. Now it's getting a bit nervous maybe by LaSh. He has to do something within the next 2 minutes, at least start something.
Take a look at this beautiful camel support. these are 5 range defense crossbows that Bexder has in his army there, with the camels providing +2 to everything here. Oh, it's gonna be an uphill battle. Like, this is a cannon emplacement, and we have a double the army size for LaSh, but with the sheer amount of quality that Bexder has going for him, and with the composite bows and the fire arrows as well. Well, let's see how this one goes out. Volley has been used for the elite longbowmen, so they're doing a lot of damage, but there's any Ghulam at the front. I want to click on a Ghulam and see how much armor it has.
Yeah, but this keep will die here, it looks like. Or is it dying? What is the cannon shooting at? Not at the keep.
Cannon was shooting at a mango.
Ah, I see, yeah. And frontline is dead. Now the horse is incoming, and 29 horses are still in the queue. Only 16 melee units for LaSh. 15 queued up, nice right now, but yeah, 2 minutes 30 left, so
the elite longbowman still doing really decent, but these Ghulam have 11 ranged armor against the 14 damage of the elite longbows. Like, it's not enough. We need some crossbows here to deal with the front line. And there's 3 mangoes now. It's looking bad.
2 minutes left on the field, on the timer, and Royal Cannon is dead. Games get called. GG first game. Bexder showed up with a pretty strong Abbasid 2 TC military wing game against Byzantine on Dry Arabia.
Yeah, I think that's, at this point, it's LaSh's kryptonite. Like, he just cannot win against Abbasid at this point. I don't know how he does it.
I mean,
okay, that's me. Bexder played this really nice. He played this well, yeah. But LaSh missed all of his windows where he could have punished Bexder greeting.
Yeah. And when we know one thing that about LaSh, it is that 2TC games kind of often he struggles a little bit with.
Okay, I'll play 2TC against him if I ever face him. Sounds like a done deal. And then I just run some horsemen into his backline and then walk them around a whole lot. It sounds easy, right? It's really not.
It sounds easy, but yeah, it sounds. Not it is.
Also, I'm being very mean to LaSh here. I should not be. I should just be mean to Cow and Myriad. Those two deserve it. Speaking of, while we wait for the next game and for their draft, let me quickly check on the bracket. Where do we stand?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Because Myriad is now going up against Ego Waffles at 26 minutes in. Sass also found an opponent. Scatterbrain already 1-0 against the Namenlose. And Kami Knödel back once again. Still the only guys in the first round. 2 hours in already.
Well. Who is he facing? That's a long game. It's 1-0? Okay, interesting.
I wouldn't know. I have no idea. It's Tughlaq, but I don't know who Tughlaq is. I should probably know because he probably played this before, but I really can't remember because I'm old. By the way, Valdi also here facing off against Creator. Shout out to Valdi for winning the... Now, what's it actually called? Deepshine's gonna hate me for this because I can't remember, so I'm gonna look it up real quick. It is the Border Settlements Cup. That is an Asian tournament that is going on Saturdays at 11 a.m. EU times, I believe. Something around that part, Central EU. So if you're in that time zone over there, there is an option now for you. And well, Valdi is also playing in it.
Oh, really? Nice.
But yeah, hopping back, I do believe we might have a second game now. Please, guys, don't let me down. Also,
before this, please invite me.
I did twice.
Really?
Yes.
No. sometimes this AoE4 is stupid. Sometimes.
It really is. But yeah, so far, no luck, which is still waiting for them to make the game. Let me quickly check on the chat. Maybe they're taking a break. They are not. Oh, never mind. They are. 5 minutes. Dogs and cats need food. So Bexder is feeding his pets. That's okay. That's a valid reason to go AFK for 5 minutes. I'll allow it.
At least. So, Lost Dry Arabia by LaSh. He has Frisian Marshes in Relic River.
He is going Frisian now.
He's going Frisian now. Alright. Tughlaq. Pretty obvious, I'd say.
And what do you do if you're Bexder here? Do you just throw away a sieve? Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it working because Tughlaq is just gonna build a dock. You can't burn it with spears. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, but looking at the map draft and especially at the Civ draft, House of Lancaster was his last pick, and we do see House of Lancaster on Frisian Marshes in the past quite a bit before a lot of changes. Yeah, but it was a valid pick on Frisian Marshes. And what else does have Bexder in his hands? I mean, he could go for Mali, but Mali is also a nice pick for George.
You don't waste that on Frisian where it's just not that good, especially against Tughlaq, who is super favored.
Absolutely. And Golden Horde? I don't see it. Maybe.
I don't hate Sushi, honestly. Sushi I wouldn't mind. But yeah.
Well, you could go for the Meditation Garden in the back to have a nice nice wood income. You could go.
I feel like you play fast feudal and then you start like you go Zuganu and then you start building docks after.
Well, I see it. Did we see any Juji Tughlaq matchups in the past on the high level games? On the high level, I don't remember.
We probably did, but I can't remember. Like, so everything's just rough here against this. We'll see how we're dealing with it. Do we just take a sneak peek into another game while we wait? What do you think?
I mean, then it's about the question: what do we see there? Is the game catching us, and we keep watching the game? Meanwhile, this game is starting, or do we discuss a little bit the drafts anymore? It's up to you. Just.
I mean, personally, just to distract from the fact that we are not actually as high-level players as these guys, we could take a sneak peek into Valdi's game because they are playing Tughlaq against Ottomans on Frisian.
All right, then let's do it.
Just a little quick. We're just gonna fast forward a little bit, and I'll have one eye on the chat between Bexder and LaSh.
But.
And as I load in,
sushi,
Bexder is back.
I mean, they have a 5 minutes delay, I guess. Do they?
Possibly. They did have one earlier, so let's just take a sneak peek, right?
But hopefully Bexder is picking sushi against Tughlaq because I'm very excited.
My game just crashed. That was impressive. You changed the scene to the in-game one, and you realize, hey, I don't have an in-game signal. What? Thanks, AOE4 game client. Gift that keeps on giving.
That's the sneak peek into the game Valdi versus Creator, and the game said, "No,
it's a black void."
Nice. By the way, Creator versus Valdi was a matchup we saw last Warchief Club as well. Valdi won. I'm not sure about the scoring, I think 3-1. But after the first game, it was 1 and something else hours while they played against Creator. While he said, Creator, why are you so fucking damn good?
Sounds like a Valdemar expression, but yeah.
Yeah.
Game is up. We're hopping in. And it is going to be Tughlaq. Oh my god. Who knew? Versus OTD.
OTD. Well, we were talking about OTD on Fusion Marshes in the first series we saw, because of the chapel and the back, maybe. But I'm not sure if this is. I think the other two civilizations, Shuji and House of Lancaster, also, especially because looking on the other maps, I might be the better pick here on paper. But Bexder, he knows his draft. He might have some idea, and his idea is Dark Age barracks with OTD spears.
Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. It didn't crash! I just need to flip the scores real quick. There we go. Guys, we are back. It is going to be Frisian Marshes. We've got Tughlaq opening with an immediate dock, going up against the Bexder's OTD, opening with a Dark Age barracks. We've got a spear Chad.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like 2 spears. The question mark here is, does this one spear care about the fishing ships?
Oh, it totally does.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. LaSh does not go for Dark Age raids. So, if Bexder is committing into spears, does he can kill the dog and all the echo is built there idle the time because they shoot on the villager on the spear and the spear tanked enough? Or is it like, yeah, you try to spear rush my ships and my ships will kill your spear?
Bexder catches the villagers on the way home here. It's gonna be 2 pokes, but he's not gonna be able to kill it. Okay, only 1 poke, never mind. And first fishing boat is already out. So the way I think this is gonna work out is, and there it already is, thank you LaSh for spoilering. Tughlaq just puts his own barracks out, and since they already have a leg up in the eco department, well, they'll be able to sustain the Dark Age spear battle that much better. Of course, it comes down to micro. But, yeah. Oh, and props to LaSh. He did try to build the house inside TC range. Unfortunately, it is just at the edge. So the spearman actually enjoying life, burning this house.
These TC shooting ranges is so annoying sometimes. Sometimes you think, oh, yeah, pretty easy, I can burn, and then the volley comes in and your unit just immediately dies, and you think, what the fuck? And sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I should be safe here. Oh, hey, he can burn without any arrows I can shoot out of my TC.
Yeah.
That's so annoying as a player.
There was a screenshot on Reddit. I don't fully remember it, but I do believe that the arrow slits, so to speak, from the TCs are here, here, and here. So they're in a triangle around the middle monument, not quite in the center. And LaSh now adding the 3rd spear, and 1 OTD spear can beat 2 regular Dark Age ones, but not a 3rd. And if he can take 1 more hit from a fishing boat, then 2 will actually beat him.
But Bexder is using the spear to move around, and charge might catch up. So Bexder has to fight with the spears anytime soon, especially once he's running into the 3rd one. But it looks like he decided to buy time with this movement. He does not care about fighting or stuff like this because
come on, LaSh, shoot him.
A bit more.
Shoot him! He's in range for your fishing boats. The fishing boats can't miss. Okay, never mind. We've got wolf support.
Yeah. Bexder's villager gets attacked by the scout. Don't know why Bexder decided to hit the scout back with his villagers. I mean, that's idle time.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I think Bexder's playing this exactly right now. Also, let me swap around the players at the top. Now I need to flip the score again. I think he's playing this exactly right, because if you actually commit more to Dark Age, then Tughlaq will eventually overwhelm you. Then you're gonna lose your dock. And Bexder only making the one spear, wasting more of LaSh's time, and then heading straight for Feudal Age with a tower so he can't be pushed off the gold, should mean that he's keeping this dock. We'll see, though.
I think so, too. So, LaSh aging up earlier than Bexder. Interesting fact here.
Bexder's mismacroing a little.
Oh yeah, 300 wood in the bank. I see.
I mean, I say a little. That's quite a bit for the 5-minute mark.
Unfortunately for him, because that might mean he's losing the dock here.
Yeah, dock probably does not stay up here with 4 burning. And LaSh is just hammering through the Dome of the Faith with 7 villagers. Usually on the hybrid maps, you see the Tower of Victory to buff up the elephant attack speed, and then you just see the massive number of units that Tughlaq pumps out against you with a huge amount of the medium horses. But yeah,
do we see some healer elephant play and feudal?
I need at least one.
Extended feudal play? At least one, yeah. I would expect so too. Spear is about to die. Does he get the villager there at the dock? And villager is dead on the field. Nice play here. I mean, it's quite expensive spears because 120 to 40 food, but losing a will against a spear or 2 spears against a will, I think that might worth it in the situation.
Should be worth it. LaSh is Feudal Age, and these spears have already been upgraded because it's Tughlaq upgrade. As we see them throw spears on their Gilded Spearman counterpart. But yeah, the 5-second upgrades, every time you face Tughlaq, expects to be out-technologied as soon as they age up.
Interesting choice here by Bexder, going for a stable together with the archery range. Not sure about the stable, not gonna lie, because he does not have any other information than spears on the field, and I think you don't want to go, even though those horsemen are kind of strong, sometimes they feel like weaker knights, but I'm not sure if you want to go for these units into mass spears against Tughlaq on the field.
I mean, it just gives you options, right? Oh, LaSh scouts out the villager all on their lonesome in the back there. And I don't think that guy is making it. That girl is making... They are making it home here. Because the scout is on their tails and there's 6 spears about to poke them to death.
And LaSh does control 3 or placed 3 docks already. Is fishing full on 1. The other one is about to start fishing, and only 1 in the 3rd one. Eco numbers are looking healthy, 26 to 33. And yeah.
By the way, there's your answer. LaSh does, as you said, he did put up the extra docks, and his villager is still out there by himself, and Bexder is hunting for it. He's sending out his 1 gilded horseman to come find that guy. Good move. And if he moves 1 more step over, and he's walking straight into the Ville. Oh, LaSh notices, Bexder doesn't.
Yeah, unfortunately for Bexder, but Bexder was, I think, kind of distracted or focusing on the fight with these spears, and this one archer and 2 spears cleaned up all these 6 spears in this situation. So, and yeah, I see what you mean. So the stable was just for 1 horseman, and this one horseman is so scary as Tughlaq, so you don't want to leave villagers out of the field alone without any protection, because that one horseman might end the life of the villager pretty soon, pretty early, pretty fast. And we do see the reaction for by LaSh. He's protecting this one villager with his 2 elephants and a scout. So this also is something Bexder bought time only because of the presence, only because of the fact this one scout or this one horseman is existing so much time.
And now let's see if this... Okay, we soak up the charge and there's 1 spearman here now, so now we can actually defend this guy. Because before that I would have fully expected the horseman to just kill the villager and leave.
Oh, he's trapping his horseman by his own. There is no
a little unfortunate.
Exit. Oh, this was unfortunately for Bexder.
LaSh's income is now really, really nice. I do believe that he is going to be aiming for Castle Age any second now. His 700 food per minute. He's just fish booming on so many docks at once. That is 1, 2, wait. Can I just do this? Where's my dock key? I used to, goddammit. I had to reinstall AoE and I don't think I reset it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's on 4 ponds and Bexder is on 1, 2, 3 only.
3. And I mean, he has 3 docks, but he's about to start fishing on the 3rd one just now. So not real 3, I would say. Not real 3, because LaSh was fishing on all 4 ponds he had already, and he placed a 5th one now, or is placing a 5th one. Meanwhile, Bexder is placing a 4th one. 10 villagers or 10 echo units difference between those 2 players, and 7 to 12 fishing boats.
Yeah.
Obviously, LaSh is leading the fishing boat section.
Bexder is starting to add in some farms under the Aachen, getting the horticulture as well. And for now, he's gonna stick to Spear Archer and just has the 1 horseman to occasionally take a poke. He saw LaSh walling up. Usually what you think when you see that is either my opponent is gonna go castle because they're walling, or my opponent is gonna move out and try to push me. But yeah, Bexder doesn't really have information about that. Where is LaSh's army? What is he doing?
LaSh army is sitting in the middle of the map now, moving forward into direction of Bexder. Now is sitting next to the relic. He's grouping up his military, and I mean, he invested into 2 healer elephants. Gold or resources are not anymore aiming into castles, so it looks like LaSh wanna go for the
might
big
be a
damage
bad
here.
fight for LaSh here. He does only have 4 archers, and there's so many OTD archers, they could easily just take out his ranged mass. And you cannot touch these gilded spearmen, like not at all. But let's see. Engagement is being taken.
There, and the engagement.
So much damage. The poor Raider elephant's just getting massacred.
Yes. But he's focusing the healer elephant now instead of the military. So Bexder, not sure about that, honestly, because those archers easily one-shot all the spears or the archer. So those OTD archers, and this was kind of equalizer in the situation. So both took damage, military damage.
I don't think that Bexder faced too many healer elephant all-ins in his time, because what you do is you just ignore it and kill everything else.
Especially with the numbers of archers he had. It feels like he easily could have killed all the raider elephants together with the spears, because of it's like 20 archers he have there, and those OTD archers are kinda ridiculous when they have a critical mass reached. And yeah, what I learned this week, if you have around 10 archers, you easily can go out of the map. And this is like, not 10, it's 10 OTD archers. So...
It's not quite 20, but it's more than 15.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to be trading out with these guys. And Bexder just pushing LaSh away as his food income starts to rise and rise even more. Like, the Aachen farms are actually more effective than the fishing. Always keep that in mind.
Yeah, and you have the better gathering effect for OTD villagers, gathering numbers, gathering mass whatsoever, because it's OTD villagers. So not only the chapel, but also it's OTD villagers.
Here comes the House of Learning for LaSh. He's gonna go straight to castle, and Bexder catches him at the perfect time. LaSh does not want to be taking this fight. He wants to age up, and then 5 seconds till his upgrades hit.
What unit do you upgrade first in LaSh situation?
I mean, you have 19 archers. You just upgrade your archers. You go for +2 if you get the place cutter point. No, balance protectors rather, and then you third is you prioritize the raider elephants. And LaSh does disagree with me. He's going for spear and archer. No blacksmith upgrade just yet. And Bexder's just moving home. He does not want to have any of this. He's aging with the Ragnids as we speak.
The fact he went for spear upgrade at first before the Raider Elephant is surprising me, because we have only 6 but 9 Raider Elephants, and those Raider Elephants are like 18 horsemen, 15 to 80. Now he also upgraded his Raider Elephants and...
Oh, Burger! Well...
Wait.
I don't hate it.
Yes, I mean...
Okay, hear me out here. Ragnids depends on the fact that you are securing relics for yourself. Tughlaq is already up. They will probably be getting more because they have the superior mobility army on the field. And Burgrave is just gonna be a really good eco bonus for the rest of the game, since you're gonna be producing spears anyway against the Raider Elephants.
And there are opinions, especially in the high level, that Ragnids as OTD, even you get the relics back home, is not the same like HRE Ragnids compared to an HRE.
I mean, it's not, because the Burgrave for OTD is just better. Because it's an eco landmark, whereas for HRE it gives you the melee charge now, which it didn't before. But other than that, it's just 5 barracks. LaSh picking up the first relics here, and Bexder doing a good job.
Bexder is waiting for his veterancy, and military numbers. It's well.
That was so close. Almost cancelled the spear upgrade, but managed to get it through. And LaSh probably doesn't want this fight against this amount of gilded archers. They are still feudal though for another 14 seconds. Let's see here. This how are we looking for the front line? That's still 8 spears. Yeah, we can't be dealing with that. We need to kite them to death, and then we can go in with the Raider Elephants. It's a very nice flank.
Now the gilded horsemen coming from the back, so... LaSh might lose it. That might be a cleanup for LaSh, a cleanup by Bexder here, because archers still on the field, horsemen still on the field. Sure, they are only feudal age, not castle age, but still feudal age horsemen, OTD horsemen. You don't want to fight with them as archers. And now the numbers are turning. LaSh is pushing forward. The healing is supporting quite a bit here. And we still have the same numbers of military on both sides.
Yeah, it was just a good massacre on all sides. I kind of enjoyed that. Let's see here. This is what Bexder really has going for him. That Aachen farming economy in the back. LaSh only starting to add in a few farms of his own, and he's going for outside deer at this point. At some point, LaSh is gonna run out of steam and needs to do a farm transition. But we're not quite there yet. We are at the door and knocking, pushing in.
The next blacksmith might die soon before +2 range defense is coming in, or is emergency repair getting clicked. It does not. So another blacksmith is dead. No blacksmith tech.
Yeah. Good timing
So
there by LaSh.
far.
But yeah, Bexder just forgot that he's playing OTD.
But relic numbers is like 1-to-1, and the other 2 relics in the middle of the map are protected by horsemen, and this imam will die pretty soon, pretty sure. Against those 2 horsemen, it is dead, and this might give it the opportunity to grab one of those relics by Bexder again. And those fishing ships where the monk is moving get killed, and LaSh is reacting to the monk. The raider elephant now is following the monk, so this one won't get any relic. And,
It's not a good day to be a priest.
And not at all. I mean, on both sides.
Yeah.
LaSh, meanwhile, is saving the second relic, the safe relic, back at home, so 2 relics left on the field.
So far we've got...
Maybe only 1 is left on the field.
Yeah, we've got 27 archers on the Tughlaq side. I mean, currently, LaSh, if he just keeps spamming archers, that is the perfect opportunity that he needs. But the problem is coming in here. Scale armor is being researched, 40 seconds on the clock. Then the gilded archers will have +3. And then we'll have to kill the front line first and go in. LaSh is trying desperately to save his imams. And Bexder just sending in these horsemen to full effect. I do enjoy that. I don't think this imam is gonna make it home. But yeah.
Neither, and maybe the other one will die as well, because those horsemen are... They are ready to fight.
The scale armor is gonna be so nasty in a second there. It's about to come in. Take a look at these gilded archers here. +5. It is, they're pretty good against range damage now. They're pretty damn good. Another imam's gonna get picked off.
Those imams are not what you wanna be right now. And Bexder is positioning his army in between the base and LaSh's army, so reinforcement gets picked up. Because of this, LaSh might regroup his army in another position. Imam is running back. There are 2 horsemen ready to pick up the Imam. But a keep in front of LaSh's base is also dropped, so gold should be safe here, and yeah, this
I forgot. LaSh has that option going for him. He can just Fort Boom here and get his food transition through that, but Bexder is knocking at the door. He has 24 spears. Does he have AoE burn? Let's see. Does not seem like it. No, the outside palisade is not taking any damage. I really wish he's getting it. Come on, it's 175 resources for heavy torches, please. But LaSh is taking the fight here. And big engagement. That is 23 OTD spears though. So the Raider elephants, they can't really be going in.
Not only the Raider elephants can't go in, but also the 3 war elephants can't go in. And with a blink of an eye, all these spears, all the other frontline units are just dead. Only elephants are left, and there are a lot of spears left on the field. So boss have to fight here, because Bexder cannot kite back into his base because of the speed of the elephants, but LaSh cannot retreat at all because of the danger of this, or the fact that
all spears are
Bexder
gone
is sitting
now.
in front of his base.
Here we go. There is only one Raider elephant left that's about to die here to the range mass. Never mind, it gets pulled back. Bexder just pulling back in time here. He had the perfect amount of spears to save his ranged mass. But yeah, I do think that LaSh is coming out on top of these fights. The issue is more like, Aachen farming eco is looking really, really nice at this point. And LaSh, he does have the fort. He did upgrade it to level 2. Going to get it at level 3. Red Brick Bastion is coming in. How much food does that give him? Do you know? Is it 380? I think it's 380 per minute.
I'm not sure about that. 240 minutes right now, so should be. I'm not sure. We can check this later. And so, Bexder will catch up. Bexder will do something in the eco department because he's dropping the second TC next to the gold, the forward gold, in front of his base, and we might see a longer game. Do we see a transition to imp by one of those players? LaSh is definitely in a better position long-term wise when it comes to relics because it's 4-1.
Oh, LaSh had an opportunity here to do so much damage. Unfortunately, he attacks from the side rather than moving the elephants in. But now we have a little bit of a switcheroo. We've got LaSh pushing into the back of the base, going for the wood line, and not actively controlling his elephants.
It looks like he's a bit focused or distracted by those horsemen on the field, and not sure if it's necessary to save the eco down there. I mean, there are 500, 1k. Okay, there are about 1k food left in those shoreline fish, but I mean, it's limited, so it will end sometimes. I think you can leave it and focus on the farm transition. So the push comes in by LaSh, pushing also the pawns in the on the south side, on Bexder's side, but yeah, it's same situation here. There's nothing left, and
LaSh might have a really good time here. Because just take a look at the resources. LaSh just needs a little bit extra gold. He's getting Palace of the Sultan, so he's about to pay 35% less on his Imperial Technologies, getting that Governor in a second. And his Imperial upgrades will take 5 seconds.
That's insane. So
he's up.
If you think, or those
appoint the governor.
Like,
come on, please appoint the governor before you go for that. Governor of, oh, there we go, 35%. He's not doing it. LaSh! There we go. Oh, I was gonna say, he did just spend full price on one of the upgrades.
Yeah, so the rule pushing out into an opponent's base before he is getting in his Imperial upgrades does not count for the situation you fight against Tughlaq, Dynasty player, because of the tech speeds.
We've got elite archers, we've got +3 damage, we've got +3 range defense. Now all we need is fire arrows, which we could be affording if we had a university. It's coming right now, built by 4 builds, but Bexder is gonna just randomly walk into it with his... never mind, the horsemen get distracted by the worker elephant. Great use of the worker elephant, quite honestly. And yeah, Madrasa about to finish up, and then LaSh is gonna push in. Bexder is gonna get an Elsbach Palace. Where? Okay, over here, trying to secure the gold.
Yeah. So the base is kind of open, but he could go for some Springhill Towers and Cannon Towers inside the base. Bexder has 1.3k stones, so static defense might be an option, and also he's saving up, or he's saving the gaining control about the big gold, and as OOTD, especially you wanna, and for the late game, you definitely wanna have those gold controls.
Okay, here we go. Fire arrows is in.
Unless, and not at least because you don't have the relic numbers like LaSh does.
Yeah, it is a 4-1 relic game, so LaSh got that going for him. OTD, of course, is very strong in the late game. Do we have anything to break this Elsbach Palace? I guess we have 5 war elephants, so that's nice. And here comes the army. We have 13 These guys do how much damage? That is, yeah, he does 13 damage. Fire arrows is in. Elsbach is not upgraded.
And you know what? LaSh thinks, fuck it. I don't care about the Elsbach. If you sit with your army next to the Elsbach, I push your base.
Honestly, I thought he would do that anyway. But yeah, he went for the Elsbach first, which was kind of weird without siege. But here we go. Coming straight in. Bexder is gonna have his elite upgrades here, so he's got that going for him, but he doesn't have fire arrows. That's gonna be the big equalizer. God. Bexder's army's getting massacred.
War defense were waiting in the back. Meanwhile, the front line keeps the spears away, and the archers can get rid of the spears, and GG gets called.
Yeah, guys, there's a reason Tughlaq is really, really good on this map.
But we had some nice fights in the early and the mid game. So not early like Dark Age, but in feudal, where we had kind of an equalizer. We had the same numbers of military on both sides, and LaSh needed to go Imperial to finish OOTD here. Does he had a chance to finish OOTD earlier?
Probably not.
Know.
I feel like Bexder was in an okay position while it was still Castle Age. But then he went 2 TC and then he went Imp after. I feel like if you just do one and then push instead, yes, you're facing Imperial upgrades, but like, because Tughlaq has that insane Imp timing where they just they're up and then they're ready to go. You can't make yourself vulnerable like that. But it is 1-1, folks. And we'll see where we're going next. It is Bexder's pick. And I mean, let's be real here. It was expected that Tughlaq would win this matchup.
Absolutely. I mean, it's kind of in your face. Let's say in your face, or no, that's wrong. It's kind of a statement.
The expression you're
surviving that long. Okay,
fair enough. I was going to say the expression you're searching is probably on the nose with Tughlaq, but
no. I mean, on paper, especially with all the tournament experience and watching the tournaments, Tughlaq is definitely the favorite on this map, and people might expect that this would be way earlier, and this game would have ended way earlier, but forcing LaSh to go Imperial to kill him as OOTD player, it's a statement, I would say. It's a statement.
Yeah, I mean, Bexder was doing a good job holding against. His Dark Age play was really good. I mean, you kind of just watch a few Tughlaq games on Frisian to see how they operate. They just go Dock, then they go Barracks, and then if you stay Dark Age, you lose.
Yeah. Smart, interesting, nice decision making, but what does tell us the draft that, especially the fact that Bexder still have his 2 first picks, his 2 prime civs in hands. Meanwhile, LaSh already used his first pick and third pick. I mean, third pick situation is kind of even, but the fact that Bexder has his both favorite civs in hands, ready to take, does it tell us something?
I mean,
to the draft?
I'm thinking, if you're Bexder, where do you play Mali? We're going to Relic River now. We still have Gorge in the tank, and we still have Hill and Dale. Do you play it on Gorge? I don't really like it there too. I mean, it's okay, but you probably want Golden Horde.
So, I do think Mali on Relic River is a no pick because mostly the golds are exposed.
The second gold is up there on the hill.
Relic River, Mali versus Japan. All right, I was totally wrong.
I expected him to want to pick Mali somewhere. I don't think any of these maps is particularly great for Mali, though. I think it's just Mali is just good in general.
Yeah.
So,
I see what you mean. But, yeah. Oh, my game crashed now. Nice, interesting.
Naturally. I'm still in. Yay.
Interesting.
Want me to Discord share, or do you want to go in yourself?
I can go myself, so you can start the scene already.
Yeah, let me know We're going in, folks. It is 1-1 in the second round of the Warchiefs Club. It is LaSh on the western spawn here. Let me swap this around. Playing Japan, and he's gonna go up against Bexder, playing Mali, playing the feared Civ right now. And we don't have a Dark Age Barracks play by LaSh. Well, I am surprised, I'll say. This is just surprising to me, but Bexder's probably gonna scout for that barracks now, and maybe he's gonna blindly try to counter it. We'll see how this one goes. Slash gonna go. No! I was wrong! Folks, it's a proxy barracks! Life is good.
I mean, this is something... Oh, Flash. Why do I have Flash? It's LaSh. This is something interesting here he's going for, and not very untypical, because he wanna drop a dog afterwards, I would expect.
Oh, and Bexder is blindly countering it. That is so sad. Yeah, we've got the tall outpost. The sheep is already moved out over here. So for anyone who has never seen this before, you sacrifice one house, then you move 3 villagers over here. You build a mill right next to it that you're gonna need later anyway. And then you just eat a sheep under this tower, and every time a spear walks up, you just hop in and shoot it. And see, it covers everything here. You can't get anywhere near this pit mine. So the 2 spears that LaSh made, all they can do is waste some time from these guys gathering the sheep. But nice enough for LaSh here is the fact that he built the barracks right on the river means he can go for fishing now.
I'm a little bit confused. I find the game.
I mean, you're saying it's expensive defense, but at the same time, like, LaSh has invested into this barracks. The fact that he paid less for it because he's Japan. Yeah, he also invested into 2 spears. And Mali doesn't need to really care about the spears at all. You're gonna be safe on your pit mine 100% with this tower. Like, this is... I feel like this is just a good trade-off. You're gonna have to invest into something. Like, what is your other options? You can go Dark Age Donzos and fight Japan straight up. You're paying more for your barracks. And then you're gonna be behind in the spear count. And you're probably gonna lose a house before you even get enough Donzos to fight. Or you know, build the Feudal Age landmark. That's gonna be minus 75 resources per minute. The tower. There's no good solutions here. You're gonna have to react to this Dark Age barracks, and that's why it's being played.
Well, I do think, honestly, but this is something we don't know, not Bexder does it. The fact that LaSh built a proxy base followed up by a dog.
I don't think Bexder saw it, honestly.
He saw it? He did not.
His scout just passed by here.
Yeah, right now. I mean, in the beginning.
In the beginning he did not. He just blindly did this.
Yeah, if he saw this, I would expect the better investment is going for Rex himself, because first of all, the villager is in danger if Bexder would have gone for barracks and Donzos himself. Second of all, he could block this additional food income there. because LaSh does not have, or might not have, the same numbers of spears on the field like Bexder does with Malians. But only because of the fact that there is there's the dog on. I'm a bit confused because my game. Sorry.
We're at
It's not
5
working
minutes
like it
and
should.
5 seconds, by the way. Let me know if I should quickly pause for you.
No, it's okay. The thing is, AOE4 does not want to join the game.
Do you have EGC Relic River?
Yes. Oh, no, it's going on. So, not sure if, and that's so the defense costs quite a bit, but I think the investment by LaSh forcing the defense and having the fishing afterwards is more than what Bexder invested in the defense in this special situation.
I mean, LaSh is now on 3 fishing boats. Meanwhile, Bexder is up earlier, gets the 75 resource, 75 gold per minute through the landmark earlier, and he's immediately going to triple cattle here. So he has 3 eco units up, or rather, he is equalizing against the fishing boats. I'll say there's pros and cons to both of these strategies. And now Bexder is going into a bunch of Donzos here. Not sure what the play is, but for now he is closing, or rather trying to close the top side here. Did not lose the villager walling. LaSh catches him out and keeps it open for now. So yeah, Bexder's just trying to secure himself the full corner here, to not having to worry about it. But he also, Bexder can't really go for a second pit mine just yet. He needs to mass up first, and LaSh's already going into Yumi.
We do see a feudal play by LaSh, obviously, not only going into some Yumi, so the villager split looks like he's committing into feudal way longer, way more, and is dropping a second archery range, so this definitely will be a feudal play by LaSh. How long we will see, but he kind of has to. I think you don't want to wait for the cow boom and do classical castle transition, and then die to the cow boom without any damage you have done. So,
LaSh trying to snipe the Vil here. He cannot go for it here. But yeah, I think you're quite right there. LaSh is gonna play a little bit of feudal here just because of Bexder's spawn, because of the way the gold spawned for him. Yeah. And Bexder going for the El Clasico. We are seeing Donzo Jav. It is your preferred method of fighting defensively as Mali. And you're sitting in your base and not doing a thing.
Yeah, and I mean, you have this one safe gold, but mostly, I don't remember if there spawns a second gold behind your base at all on this map, or if they always spawn like this, that the second gold is slightly forwarded or to the side, definitely exposed, so you have a bit harder time to defend it as, and this is something you don't want to have as Malian. This picture is having a hard life, living there with 2 HP left on the next to the bit mine to build the houses.
He's calling it now. He's gonna get eaten by a wolf eventually.
Yeah, we all know the wolves on the map are kind of disgusting. Interesting that they are still in the game.
Bexder's being so greedy. Also, I think when you say interesting, you mean depressing.
Yes. Yes.
Jean Do TV, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Bonsoir. We're here for the Warchiefs Club. This is the second round. We are watching a German duel. It is 1-1, third game on Frisian Marshes. What were you guys doing anyway? But yeah, Bexder is just fully defensive mode. He's just sitting in there. He didn't even build a mining camp on his second pit mine. It's just going to be passive income. He's going to mine over here and just cow boom away. And LaSh, is he going to transition to castle now? With 4 on the gold still.
I'm kind of surprised. LaSh. What is he waiting for? I mean, we are 9 minutes in the game.
That's all. There's a lot of Yumi to just build to sit at home.
Yeah. In between, Bexder already built 4 full cattle ranges, is dropping a 5th one. One cow is ready to find his place in the 5th one. The second pit mine is 2 or 3 minutes up, something like this. Blacksmith upgrades coming in for Bexder right now. Food income is 700 plus per minute, even though LaSh is ahead in eco units. Not only the food income, also the pit mines and the passive income by gold. So I'm surprised he's playing the defensive. What did he expect by Bexder is doing? I mean, do we know Malian as a aggressor in those matchups?
I mean, yes, you can definitely go for the sofa here on Relic River. Like, there's absolutely no problem being aggressive, but LaSh is fully walled at home. Like, he doesn't really care.
No. LaSh was waiting for the Bannerman.
Yeah, Bannerman is in now, but that is a lot of time to wait, because there could be 15 sofas on the map now, and then all of his Yumi would be dead men walking. Instead, it is 32 Yumi against 14 Javelins, and that is a fight that you can actually take with the Yumi.
Yeah.
Wait, why does it say Frisian? Hold on. Because I have multiple maps set to upcoming. That is weird. It's Relic River. Why does it say Frisian? What the hell? Cow, your overlay is broken again.
Bexder is defending with the javelins like that. I mean, LaSh does not take any damage, and LaSh is transitioning into castle right now. So Bexder is far away from castle transition.
I mean, you say far away. He has 900 food per minute.
I mean, according to what he has in bank on the bench and in the echo bench right now. He's not far away from castle according to echo situation when it comes to income. That's true.
So this is actually what Mali loves to do. And as I say that, Bexder is not doing it. What you usually want to be doing is you step up with the jabs, you throw once, you pull back. Because the jabs have so much base damage and they have so much range. You can just keep on poking and poking and poking an attacking army and just walk back into the safety of your spears. Instead, we have LaSh running away full tilt, Castle Age is in. And where's our Yumi upgrade? Because Bexder is now just gonna match the Castle Age and he's gonna have a better economy behind it.
Yeah, LaSh's economy is kinda damaged when it comes to food income per minute, but that might be reasoned also in the fact that he built the landmark with food villagers. But I mean, Bexder doesn't care because of the cows. He has the passive food income. It's so disgusting how much income passively he will have there. But losing one villager, maybe another one of these Yumi run by? No.
Now just imagine if those were Castle Age Yumi, that the villager would have been dead. But yeah, Yumi upgrade is now coming in, +2 balanced projectiles as well. Is Bexder set up to produce... Okay, he's adding in stables now. He does not have the stables before, so it's gonna be a little bit before sofas actually march out on the map.
And LaSh is coming in. Does he come in time? No, he starts hitting the mill instead of moving forward, and age up or tech ups for the units are 50% in, so he's a bit delayed. Not delayed. This is the reason why he did not move forward in the end. But yeah, I'm worried about LaSh. Even though he's castle, it feels like he is too late.
Yeah, kind of missing his timing here. He's gonna get +2 range defense as well. But Mali's income is just so much better at this point in time. And they do have the faster upgrades. Now we're switching into the Sofa. Veterancy is already through. We do not have imported armor just yet, but it's gonna be researched within a minute.
And Bitmine gets burned. Also, the houses will take some damage. Most likely, some of them will die. Maybe all of them. Yeah, there's still one Bitmine in the back of the base. There is, for now, no issues according to gold for Bexder, unless he fully wants to commit into Sofas. But also, Bexder is a bit. It's like, well, I'm waiting what you are doing. You rate what I'm doing. But LaSh can grab all the relics, and he did grab already 2. Third one pretty soon, I guess. Is walling the middle, so. The short passage or the short way in between the bases will be blocked by a wall, so Bexder has to decide, go as south or north.
It's a decent wall. I don't hate it. First Sofa is coming in to raid, but the fishing boats should have scouted that out. The question is, did LaSh see it? Because the Sofa doesn't really care about the tower. It also is not upgraded, so we would need some units over here. By the way, LaSh, behind all of this, he is doing a Bugeisha switch. And, okay, I applaud the thought. The problem is Bugeishas absolutely suck against Sofas, and Bexder is doing a swap into Sofa Archer and has poison arrows on the way. And Bugeisha also historically really suck against archers. So
interesting decision here for
LaSh is countering himself, basically. We'll see if it works out, because if you have enough Bugeisha, it doesn't really matter.
So the question is based on what information does Bexder transitioned into Archer so far? And
it's just a standard Mali composition. It's really good.
Yeah, I know, but there was a, I mean, it was maybe his game plan or whatsoever, but the fact that LaSh changed into Bugeisha is based on what? Because of only Donzels and Javelins on the field? I mean, there was a transition expectable by Mali, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'd expect that, but at the same time, that's a lot of army that's already on the field, and sometimes they just double down. He saw some Sofa, but usually you'd expect Mali to just be more aggressive and already have quite a few Sofa in your base if they're going for mass stat. LaSh is just moving out now. That is 23 Bugeisha. They are a pretty good meat grinder, and there's not a whole lot of Sofa over here, so if he catches out Bexder's army, he's gonna be able to do quite a bit of damage. Let's see here. Bexder sees the Yumi come in. He's gonna go. He sees the mounted samurai, and now he sees the Bugeisha. I don't think Bexder can take this fight. Let's see here. Let's just take a look at the front line. It should very quickly evaporate, especially as soon as the Sofas explode. But at backline, we have 15 archers here. Can he hold this? Bugeisha numbers are slowly plummeting. And, well, he's actually gonna hold this. Meanwhile, the Sofa raid at the front is breaking through here, is now on the farms. I stand corrected. Quite honestly, I expected the Bugeisha to do better here. Very sad. But yeah, take a look at these Sofas. They just don't take damage. We just didn't have anything to deal with them. There was not enough mounted samurais. Oh my god, are these Sofa single-handedly winning the game in the base because LaSh is just ignoring them? That is 10 dead villagers, 12.
I mean, he was not fully ignoring them. He built some spears back in the base, but Unfortunately, there were too many sofas in the base to get rid of those with this reinforcement, and also the rally point was unlucky for LaSh. And in the last point, the fact that garrison places were not enough. LaSh does have a lot of idle villagers here, and LaSh had a big issue here because now he's producing spears, but there are already 20 poisoned archers on the field.
Yeah, this is the moment where you go into mass siege or you just die. The problem is we don't have the gold to do that, because our only gold is topside here, and guess where Bexder's army is?
Topside and sitting on the gold and villagers now. This is game-ending damage. I would expect villagers outside of the...
Yeah, LaSh just doesn't have a way to get back into the game. He doesn't have any gold access anymore. And yeah, just doesn't have any army either. I guess we can just speed this up because I don't think this game is going much longer.
Then let's speed it up.
Already doing that, but LaSh decided to stay in just a little bit longer. Keep in mind, folks, this is a best of 5. So even if Bexder wins this, we will be... Wait, what happened? Okay, who is doing that on the back end? Cow!
So, yeah, I mean, 24 to 83 militaries on the field, so, well, there's... I was intended to say there's no front line, but there's a front line. Sorry. With all those sofas, but there are no spears left, but mounted samurais are not enough to get rid of those 26 sofas on the field, and GG gets called, LaSh taps out, and yeah, it's 2-1. Bexder now is leading this series, winning Mali versus Japan, and this was Bexder's first pick into LaSh. I think it was the second pick in the draft, and interesting. He won with Mali against Japan on Relic River because, yeah, I would not have expected this because those golds are vulnerable for Mali on this map mostly.
Yeah, I say LaSh did have some good opportunities there. Like, he was sitting on 30 Yumi. Cow, why? Why are you breaking my overlay? Okay, I'll just not... Guys, this is now all Cow's problem. I'm not gonna do anything anymore. He just took everything out and broke it in so many little pieces. I don't want to be involved anymore. It is now 2-1 for Bexder, and we're gonna see what they have going for in game number 3.
What map do we see in game number 3? We saw Frisia Marshes, we saw Relic River. Interesting, Bexder picked Relic River. Meanwhile, LaSh, it was one of LaSh's home maps, kind of home maps, because he picked it in the draft. Hill and Dale and Gorge is still open.
I think Hill and Dale would be more favorable for LaSh, looking at his civilizations. But yeah, it is LaSh's choice. Well, we'll see where we go from there. I think LaSh's civs, Gorge is decent for Golden Horde, is my argument here. Whereas it's not as great on Hill and Dale, and Zushi is decent on Gorge. It is okay on Hill and Dale, and we've got Lancaster still, who's I'll say it's okay on both maps, but like we have Ayyubid, we have China.
I'm pretty sure that Golden Horde will be played on Gorge. So, what do you play into Golden Horde? Ayyubids?
I would personally want to be playing Delhi, but well, I don't think that should be LaSh's first choice. That sounded mean. He's a decent player. He can play Delhi, but it's not his first choice usually.
Well, and then we have. I mean, we saw House of Lancaster on Dale already this evening, and it performed quite well with these two TC play. So I would definitely expect Bexder going for a Golden Horde on Gorge, and then Juji or House of Lancaster on Hill and Dale. I would expect more House of Lancaster on Hill and Dale.
Lancaster. I mean, potentially. Let me quickly check because their game is still not being brought up. So I'm just gonna sneak in the chat. They're gonna go to Gorge. And Gorge. I mean, I think China. It's gonna be Golden Horde against China. And it is.
Huh. Golden Horde versus China. I mean, China, we know Golden Horde is kind of slow, so they have their weakness part, but I think it's the interesting thing when we talk about slow in AoE4. To me, it feels like when I hear something like this, okay, what does slow mean? Is it 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes? What is the usual time when slowness of the civilization pays off?
So, slow for Golden Horde, I think what most people think about is the fact, well, you're going in, you age up, and then you're investing into a tower, and then you're gonna get your production up. You're gonna get one set of Tor goods in the meantime. That is all you'll have on military. But it's not how you need to play this. Like, you can just immediately skip the tower, go out on the boar, and go full tilt into production. Like, there's absolutely no need for you to make that tower, even though it gives you the long-term eco upgrade.
Yeah. I see what's your point. I see what's your point. And on the other hand, I mean, sure, you have to pay double, but you have the double production in the production buildings. And I think this is also something people underestimate pretty often when they talk about slowness of Golden Horde, because the opponent has to place 2 production buildings to have the same number of units in the same time. So, sure, pros and cons, but this is something I'm excited to see how China, with the IO ability, can punish here Golden Horde, or maybe kill Golden Horde, or how Bexder, with this, let's say, slow civilization, can hold against China, which is a very, very flexible civilization, very flexible.
Yeah, I mean, LaSh kind of has the variety of options here, right? What we're probably not gonna see is 2TC Song. That has been a relic of an ancient time. But I think it would work well here. I'm kind of being torn between him just going full feudal tilt, what what China can do expertly with the academy, or if he is just going to transition into a really fast castle. What we've historically seen from LaSh, though, is the fact that he's gonna accumulate 1 billion techs in his buildings and not take them out, and that was gonna lead to his timings as China being slowed a lot. Now, I hope I'm being wrong here, because he himself analyzed that game and realized what he was doing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let's take a look here. For Gorge, the sheep, they all spawn up the hill, and usually you're gonna be splitting the map, one guy going to one side, the other guy going to the other side. It's about to be 50-50 sheep, which is more than LaSh usually gets, and right now he has 11, Bexder has 11. It's looking better than usual for him. Oh yeah, and let's talk about the other fact. Bexder's Uvu is super forward, so I would really expect and hope to see some feudal age pressure from LaSh.
I mean, what also could happen here, it's an option, an opportunity China could go for. If it's worth it, maybe not. Go for an IO and a barracks opener to immediately kill the Uwu and block the gold. And
that ship already sailed.
It's a big investment and maybe not worth it because you lose one villager. But there were a time when China was opening with IOs in the past, and Bexder in the cheap apartment is still leading with 15 to 13, but three sheeps are here left for LaSh and LaSh race. So, not two more. So 17 to 15 might be.
Bexder is going for the building cards actually now. You can play some really nice tempo with Golden Horde because now you don't have to gather the wood for the production buildings and you can just fully go onto your opponent. I am scared, Joe, that he's going to counter himself going for this in the sense of that he's now going to go for the tower anyway. I hope he doesn't. I hope he's just going to drop down the building cards and just run at LaSh. But we'll see how that one goes. Imperial Academy on Chinese side. No surprises here. When has anyone seen a feudal age upgrade for China with a Barbican in the last, I'll say, 2 years?
In the latter, quite often.
Are you getting barbecue rushed?
Yes, it's still
nice.
A thing, and also in Conqueror levels. It's still a thing that Chinese people try to Barbican rush. I mean, it's always funny getting rushed as a Mongol, but yeah, it happens, and sometimes I lose.
What? People losing? No, I didn't have that on my bingo card. Anyway, LaSh is up. What are we doing? Are we pro scouting? How many sheep did LaSh get? We are 18 to 15. That is quite a bit of food to burn. But it does appear that we might be playing pro scout China. But we're opening with a barracks.
I'm not sure if you want to play pro scout China against what is coming in here by Golden Horde, and these buildings are placed next to the gold. So does it show us that, or tells us that he will not drop a tower next to it? Or is it just because they dropped off there?
By the way, Bexder not building a tower. We've got an archery range and we've got a stable and he's just going. We have a Batukan and we do have Keshik and archers on the way.
And he's going out of the on the map on the deer for the deer, so food income should sustain everything of this. So I think it's
pro scouts got China for LaSh, so he's gonna be slowed down by the very expensive upgrade. And Bexder's gonna have a nice opportunity to, just deny his food income here. The Batukan is actually sitting on top of the deer, already killing them off. Might be rough for LaSh.
And did LaSh notice the age up Bexder did go for? I think his guard was not around Bexder's base at all after the age up, and archers now showing up at the gold, next to the gold spears, worth drawing here. So right now, even though he's queuing up 2 more scouts, LaSh does not have the chance to bring some of those deers back at home. Now horseman gets queued up, but military numbers are looking pretty good for Bexder in this moment and not for LaSh. And the thing is, experience I had in a couple games. If China is going pro scouts and you already gained a military lead, China will have some issues when it comes to food income, because they invested their resources in the Pro Scout technology, and now they have to catch up with the military, but they most likely cannot catch up that fast like the other Civ already has military on the field, and then maybe the food income is dropping down. So do we see something here as well?
I mean, it's already happening a little bit. Sure, LaSh is supervising his mill, so his food income is still really nice. But it's gonna be expired very, very soon. He's not gonna have any more sheep left. And Bexder is doing a good job of splitting his army so far, has not lost a single unit, and is just denying LaSh from picking up the deer. This is gonna be the first carcasses that are going through at all. And if Bexder can mass up enough, that's going to be the only deer pack that LaSh is going to get access to at all. Like, if he can deny the second one, that is going to be a very dead Chinese player.
Yeah, and I mean, even with the supervision whatsoever.
Supervision, yes.
Sure, he can produce military faster out of one production building, but the echo is the limitation factor, so you cannot produce unlimited military units. So if food is dead, food is out, there is no more food and no more production.
Can I just say for a quick moment here, thank you, LaSh, for fixing that. I wish I could click on the mill because it has 500 taxes in it, but now we have an IO just a full-time picking up taxes, and we're getting Imperial Examination, so you can carry twice the amount. It's been a little bit delayed, but we're getting there. We are not doing the other thing where we leave all of our money in our houses. And LaSh's army is now bigger than Bexder's. Now, of course, this doesn't tell the whole story because there's Kashyyyk, there's Torguts, there's a Batukan. But in a second here, LaSh is going to be able to force the issue and push Bexder off of this deer camp.
But Bexder has 12 archers on the field, and the number of spears does not look that healthy. So Bexder could kite, even though he does not need to kite necessarily that much. Or does he? I mean, half of his archers died immediately, so maybe he should have kited quite a bit more. On the other hand, those numbers are melting. 6 spears left on the field, 4 are left on the field, but also the numbers for Bexders are not pretty good. And however this fight end up,
excellent fight for LaSh. He gets rid of almost all of the heavy cavalry. He gets rid of all of the backline. Only the Batukan is gonna run away, and one more Kashyyyk. Well, and now China is unleashed.
Yes, because second deer camp is fully owned by LaSh without any issues. He still have the berries around his base, and not only that, but also the military numbers are, it's like Bexder has no military left, and LaSh, with 21, 22. And unfortunately for Bexder, you hate to see it, and especially you hate when it happens. The second deer camp, those villagers decided to chop wood instead of farming deer in this situation, and it's so stupid sometimes. And he does not recognize it.
Oh god, no, why? Guys, you had one job. Sometimes you're just very, very sad about the artificial stupidity that is going on here. And LaSh, he's heading straight for that deer camp because he sees that there are carcasses here. He sees the deer moving. What he probably doesn't realize is that there's only a wood chopping operation, but Bexder is moving up, but all he has is 7 heavy cavalry. That is not enough to deal with this army right now.
And his military production might drop like this because he still not recognized those villagers did not farm food, instead of they chopped wood. And
LaSh! Oh my god, I was gonna say, are we face tanking the charge with the archers? But yeah, pulls back the perfect moment, and his tower is slowly falling. We do have the defensive advantage here for Bexder, and LaSh is going Castle Age as we speak, as you usually do, as we see in every single Rising Empires tournament. Just take the fight the second you go up, because who needs upgrades?
Well, I mean, it's a Chinese player. He does not need the time like other civilizations. It's not the same like Tughlaq, but yeah.
Batu Khan has been taken out, and we have the... No, never mind, it has not. Wait, why did I not see the crown? That was a Torgut. But yeah. Numbers for Bexder are melting to almost 0. So is for LaSh, but Castle Age is in. And what are we going for? There's a stable coming up. It's going to be supervised. There's going to be some Lancers on the field in a second. Also, let's swap to LaSh's perspective here, right? He just revealed the villagers to see where he can target. Sorry, you go.
And right now, Bexder realized, oh, damn it, I have to farm more food, because those villagers out of the tower started chopping wood again. And Bexder still on the board without a tower on the board and 7 villagers. Ooh, and a horseman is running into direction to the boss, so this will be known quite soon. And
yeah, LaSh just scouted it out. I'm surprised he's only sending the 1 horseman. I guess he doesn't have anything anymore, but it's okay. He doesn't aim to kill these villagers really. He just aims to idle them out and not give Bexder the income to hit Castle Age soon.
So what's the opportunity of Bexder here right now? He has 10 spears on the field. Food income is by on 1k per minute. It will drop down a bit because of the idle time on the boar villager. But what is the opportunity he has here? Spamming spears? Okay, yes. Because of the lancers. But what else? Because the time he needs to get Castle himself, even though he would have the resources, is 1 minute 50 seconds. He cannot speed it up at all. And this is something China has definitely a timing here, a pretty strong timing. And because of the cleanups of both militaries early on, there is nothing he can push China or pressure China himself and punishing the fact that China went to castle this early.
So usually I think what Golden Horde War likes to do is you just get a lot of heavy cavalry in the feudal age that then immediately with the Muscovy Yasak gets the extra armor through the age up, and then you can just rush your opponent. Now we're not in a situation where we can abuse that factor, right? We just want to survive. Meanwhile, LaSh is not going for a death push. He's just going for full eco play. We're going Song. We're going for relics. He's living his best life, which props to him. That's what he should be doing. Nice raid here by Bexder. And LaSh is gonna find the top outpost again. And with the 21 archers that are on the field, Bexder can't really do anything about it.
Absolutely. I mean, he could try to fight within the tower to keep the villagers alive, but yeah. On the other hand, he is already 4 villagers ahead because of the mechanics how Golden Horde is producing. Golden Horde is producing 2 villagers per queue and is building them in 37 seconds, so slightly faster. The argument here is that 1 villager is not working during the production time, but he had a eco lead just for a moment. Now it's him, and he will fall back because of the Song Dynasty by China.
Yeah. He just had that edge up just for 1 second. LaSh though, he's just gonna waltz into the wood line straight up, and Bexder doesn't want to take a fight. In 10 seconds he is to Castle Age, but he will have to take a fight here. I mean, these villagers that are still sticking around near the wood line, that's a very optimistic Gava operation. LaSh though, did he bite off too much? Can't he chew this? Because that's a lot of spears that are pushing him straight into the wall. And we're sitting under the main TC.
And those damage buff is also incoming defense, range defense +1 because of the special units LaSh had there for a moment. And Bexder decided to go for the monastery, Gebetszelt,
Yeah,
immediately
the prayer
with the
tent.
Prayer tent, thank you. Yeah, sometimes it's too obvious.
all good, all good. Yeah, LaSh is just idling out this wood line. Bexder, meanwhile, he's moving all of his wood chopping operation to the northern side. And LaSh is once again running in, but he's losing so many high value units doing it. Like, crossbows are now being produced as well. All of these lancers that LaSh had, they're all dying.
Not
Meanwhile,
only
though,
dying, they are nearly dead. I mean, 5 lancers on the field. 2 of them are like one-shots by crossbows, it looks like. And yeah, but looking to the relic count, it's 2-0. Bexder is heading to the northern one, but also LaSh is there. And I would say LaSh Smog is earlier than, not only that, but also because of those 2 knights. But
the knights have 40 health between them.
Yeah, but a monk does not do anything to a knight. Not at all, because he's a religious guy. He is living in peace. So he does not fight knights. Okay,
I mean,
back to serious.
In my experience, though, most wars are being fought for religious reasons. So saying that religious units do not get attacks is kind of hypocritic.
True.
But hey.
True. But
let's see how this one goes. Bexder is chasing the monk. He knows exactly where the guy is going. Does he actually see him? Yeah, he also sees him. And he has his own shaman following suit. LaSh, though, he has enough units here to deal with that. The crossbows might be a little bit disgusting, but this shaman should not be able to make off with the relic.
Yeah, and Bexder decided to keep or pull back the shaman, and LaSh decided to pull back his whole army right now, maybe because he wants to protect the south, but this gives the opportunity to grab the relic and bring the relic back home. And also in the south, the shaman next to the Khan picked up a relic, but the knights are running forward because army gets cleaned, and Bexder, this little guy, look where he is moving the shaman. And LaSh is like, what the fuck, where's the relic?
He's just gonna sit here behind the wood line for the rest of the game. This is mine. I'm just gonna vibe. But yeah, I do like the stone walls that LaSh is putting to the south here, protecting his farming operation. It might be a little bit small, but at the same time, like, that was one concern of mine, that Bexder already has 4 stockyards, so his food income is gonna be through the roof. LaSh, though, is gonna be able to match it now with the granary transition.
And what transition is stronger? The food transition by Golden Horde, which is slowly getting added, those special farms, or is it the farm transition for China? That's the question, I wonder, but
I think stockyards are better, depressingly so, but yeah, granaries are not to be discounted. Like, this is a really good food setup for LaSh. How are we looking for taxes? Oh my god, we're taking all of the gold out, and LaSh actually found the monk!
In a really lucky, but he was, the monk has to be there anywhere. But the question now, my next question is, I wonder, the villager count, the eco count is not that far behind, so even though LaSh is sung, it does not damage Bexder or the difference that much. We do have the Uwus on the field, so they gain some echo as well, so it's not that bad, the difference of 3 to 5 villagers. But what's the point here now? LaSh did not damage that much, or hit that much Bexder with the timing he had. He is 4 relics ahead, so 4-1, most likely, because 1 is on the way. And we aiming into a deep castle, maybe a game with the in transition. And what is the opportunity of both players, because they have to go for a transition? It's not a game which will end in the next 2 minutes.
I'll say if you're for Relic China, what do you do here? You have opportunities naturally. First thing, you need to solve your food income. Otherwise, Golden Horde stockyards just are so effective that they're gonna pull away and run all over you. LaSh is already doing that to a point. I think Imperial might be a bait. I think you go Yuan. I think you just go Yuan, you go Pagodas, and you just make army while you do it.
Yeah.
And then you go Imp. If your opponent is not just throwing everything at you. But for now, let's see how Bexder deals with it. He's just going mass spears, crossbows. And how are we looking eco-wise? We're still on only 5 stockyards. Which upgrades?
Feels a bit less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. A 6th one is in the bag. 7,
oh yeah, there
8,
we go.
9.
Wait. Oh, he built them all up on the farms there. Or rather on his wood chopping operation. That is, yeah. I was gonna say, that is a lot of food income for only that few stockyards if he didn't get the edict just yet. And he's also not buffing them with a tower, right?
Yeah, and he's skipping the berries fully. Meanwhile, LaSh is still chopping or farming, eating some berries. Not the berry patch next to his base, the closest one, but... and he stopped farming the berries in the south, so he's fully... sitting on his farm transition there next to the granary and supervising it. And it does look like LaSh wanna go Imperial, because looking the bench of resources, 1.5k gold, 1.6k food. Yeah. And he transitioned into Zuk together with crossbows. I don't know about the crossbows, but the Zuk.
I mean, the crossbows are not gonna be super effective. They're just good against most things, but they're not gonna be cost effective against the spears, right? But the Zuginu, they're gonna be quite effective against the pure spear crossbow mass that Bexder has.
And LaSh is queuing up Siege. 3 Nest of Bees, and I mean...
I like LaSh's army a lot better now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's still... I wonder why he's still producing crossbows.
I mean, Bexder is slowly adding in men-at-arms. Are they already here right now? Let's find out. There are 6 men-at-arms in this group, so the crossbow is just naturally gonna weed them out.
Yeah, sure.
But question is... Okay, I mean, he's expecting to wipe out all of the spears. So right now... LaSh is going into his own horsemen and into his own spears, expecting the transition of his opponent.
But also, I wonder why Bexder is going for 40 crossbows himself. I mean, early on it was understandable because of those numbers of knights. I mean, LaSh still has some knights on the field, but he still have some spears, so the crossbow in this army combination is maybe a little bit too over the top, looking into the army combination of LaSh, but yeah, it is how it is. Crossbow spears together with some men at arms against Nest of Bees, horsemen, knights, spears, crossbow, Zuk.
The thing that I'm worried about for LaSh is the fact, I mean, if you look at Bexder's base, he already has basically a quarter of the map walled off. LaSh doesn't have any walls except around his farm transition, and even that is open at the front. Nice night raid on the big gold in the corner by LaSh as he pushes in with his siege mass. But like, yeah, LaSh definitely needs some wham walls right now. He just needs to secure himself some big golds. He needs to secure himself parts of the map. He needs to slow down his opponent's raids. Because otherwise he might just be run over. Okay.
Kind of a valid point here. I mean, Bexder has 12 horsemen on the field, but the horsemen are most likely against Nest of Bees. So right now, looking onto the military situation. There is no threat of any incoming raids. It will change, maybe. It can change, but having the pressure, like LaSh is doing it, and knowing that, and he was scouting, he knows, he has the information about the military. Right now, there's no need in this situation, no need for walls, even though you're absolutely right. The threat could be there, and it can change immediately, drastically.
You're absolutely right there. We finally got some walls off of LaSh here in the middle and the bottom side too. So some WAM walls coming right up for our convenience. And Bexder looks like he's aiming to go Imperial behind all of this. Maybe it's also just because he's about to be pop capped at the same time. But yeah, resources stacking up. Same for LaSh though. They're just trying to... Who can float more is the question here. Naturally, China has more opportunity to spend stuff because you can just age up multiple times, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And meanwhile, we were talking about the raid threat. Bexder decided after we finished to start a raid, but there's a keep next to the big gold. Is LaSh reacting or losing an IO here? No, he's reacting, so this gold is safe, but in the middle of the map, he was retreating with the army because of a couple hand of horsemen, and this is something Bexder is now punishing because he was withdrawing there. Bexder's opening the vaults, and LaSh needs to regroup or reposition his army, and feels like these late vaults is what you were talking about. Waits by horsemen everywhere on the map.
Where's the gatehouse? Where is it? Okay, it's going here, but we're not really protecting it. At the same time, our first farming operation is also wide open, and the horsemen are just walking straight in. Like, this is so unnecessary.
He should have walled earlier when you were talking about it, but Imperial is in.
Yeah, we got Imperial. Now, of course, Golden Horde is also going Imp. They are matching it, but LaSh is gonna bleed so many villagers here. I say he loses at least 15. Let's find out.
And now, even though he is Chinese Song, the military count or military numbers are quite even. 83 to 82, 82 to 82 villagers, and he's still losing because, yeah, he left only a hand of reinforced spears there, and those having fun, those horsemen with the villagers,
they really do.
The spears, and now
okay, LaSh
79 to 82.
LaSh is maxed. He only has 79 vills, which is abysmal for being in Imperial Age at this point after 30 minutes. But LaSh is feeling strong. He does have his Imperial Age upgrades in, and he is moving out straight onto Bexder's side. He's trying to hit this big gold. Psych though, Bexder's not actually there. He's on the other side, and LaSh is towering that.
Oh yeah, nice tower. Then he will... Does he already... No.
Oh, Bexder's burning it.
Oh.
Sad.
Unfortunately. But another raid is coming in for the first farm operation there. Luckily for LaSh, the big numbers of farms are more in the south, separated by a stone wall between
Nest of Bees are exposed. They're taking the long way around, and this is gonna be all of the siege dead.
And we all know how much.
Never mind, he saves 3 of them. He saves 3 of them. It's actually 4. That one is still alive. My God.
And just a big volley on the back line.
War crimes. So yeah, great fight for LaSh, thanks to the nest of bees, but we have more horseman raids in the back. LaSh's eco numbers are just dropping. He needs a second town center eventually here. But yeah, for now, taking a great fight with the bees.
In between, even though Bexder started burning the tower is saved, reinforced, and a cannon emplacement is coming in. So LaSh is now controlling the game fully, it looks like. Even though he's bleeding in the one food echo part, military numbers, map control, especially gold control, also in hand of LaSh. So
I mean, Bexder has insane food income, right? So he's got that going for him. He could be going... Does he have the edict for the stockyards? He currently has defensive aura edict, production speed edict. Stockyard edict could be unlocked, but like, it's not a whole lot of gold that is coming in. Another insane B hit. Bexder is trying to go for a flank on the siege, and he's gonna get one of the bees.
At least two.
But it's
third one is about to die.
It's another one fight for LaSh. It's 76 to 26, and like, do we have any armored units in here? We have 3 lancers, 3 palace guards. Are we getting any more? No, we're mass spamming spears, which still can dive the TC, but not quite as easily. We're also not replacing the bees. We're just spamming units at this point. I mean, I don't hate it. And going into the back towards the stockyards.
And one of the main strengths of Golden Horde, why they are that danger in the late game, especially, is the reinforcements of used by stone, or built used by stone. So building one more unit per production per queue does not queued up in any of the production, so Golden Horde is just producing kind of normal.
Yeah, Bexder has only 230 stone per minute. It's not great. He doesn't control a whole lot of stone on the map, doesn't get too many Ubus out. And LaSh, I think he's gonna be eventually cleaned up here under the TC, but that has been so much idle time. And Bexder, meanwhile, he lost 20 villagers in that engagement here under the TC. It is starting to look rough, and LaSh is now decapping sacreds, going forward, taking out the outposts. Yeah, good on him. Now all we need is Yuan Dynasty, and we're good to go. Instead, University is going to be it, and we're trying to finish this game in song.
I mean, looking to the numbers, military numbers are not that great. Right now, 48 to 38. So is LaSh lacking in production building, or is he not queuing up any production or any unit? He does not queue up that much units. He's producing spears out of 2 barracks at least, has food in the bench, has enough resources.
He really doesn't have a whole lot of production, let's be honest here. It's 35 minutes in, and he has like, what, that is 7, that is 13, 14 production buildings. That is absolutely nothing. He should have 20, at least. But
and
yeah,
he's fully committing into speed. Sorry, go ahead. But
I think he just didn't queue up. Like, that is the main issue here. He just didn't queue, and now can Bexder actually punish him here? Because LaSh is going for all of these luxury upgrades here. Cannon emplacement on the barbecue.
He will, right? Might be a bit late because in between the barbecue might die before the emplacement is done, and yeah, Bexder's military numbers, and that's what I said in the beginning of the map. Never underestimate the double production fact. I mean, sure, double the costs, but you don't need that much of military production to regain military mass, like other players does.
Come on, LaSh, can we add some production here? Are we supervising? No, we're supervising the university. We're supervising biology and incendiary arrows for our archer. Wait, we don't have any archers. Well, awkward.
I do wonder what's happening here. Why?
Like, are we throwing? Because we have 6,000 resources in the bank and we're just not producing anything. Like, nothing. Why? Okay, we're finally getting one more barracks here in the back. We could build a whole lot more. There is going to be a whole lot more. I think we're transitioning into Zuganu and Elite Palace Guards. The question is it going to be in time? Because Bexder's now sitting on the production.
Honestly, I'm a bit confused about what is happening here. The fact that he did not queue up any units or started queuing up units that late feels like he was in Windows in between. Sorry to say that.
He was AFK for 2 minutes. Let's be honest here.
Unfortunately, but now he's back in the game, and it looks like with the army combination, he's queuing up in the base, back in the base, especially because the biggest part of his food income is quite safe outside and separated with fully stone walls. He can still produce, but food income food situation dropped down quite a bit. 400 left in the bench, yeah, does not change anything because he might defend here. It looks like.
Yeah, we've got the same situation now for LaSh as we had for Bexder. He did not take as many villagers in damage, but it's still fairly equal at this point, and we're down to 2 IOs. I do hope, yeah, he's already producing more officials. So he is noting that, but yeah, we're gonna have a hard time sustaining the gold soon because, well, we just need access to our production buildings here with the IOs, and now we're holding, actually. 25 Palace Guards. Bexder is back into Elite Crossbowman spam. But that was a little bit too close here. Too close for comfort for LaSh. And excuse me when I say that, but why? We didn't produce units for 3 minutes.
And we do not have any in between. He used some stone for something, Bexder, but still not for the reinforcement tech in any of the production.
Yeah, all of that.
And also the interesting thing is, wait, he placed the relic in an Uwu, not in those Uwu tents, in the special kind of... yeah.
What do you mean?
He did not build a Uwu with the relic. He's gathering the gold. So...
Oh, no, he went for the Muscovy Yasak. Like, he doesn't have relic Uwus.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm dented, sorry.
All good. We're all dented sometimes. LaSh trying to burn through here with mass palace guards. He's still not on UN Dynasty. Well, because he half his farming operation got murdered. But yeah, we would really love to have that at this point. Bexder is going mass horsemen. The horsemen are not gonna be great against elite palace guards, but the palace guards really would love to have the extra move speed from UN Dynasty.
Not only the movement speed to escape from those militaries here, but also Bexder has 24 crossbows on the field. He's regaining mass, crossbow mass together with horsemen. So his light game combination looks like he's committing into horseman crossbow. Meanwhile, LaSh is committing into palace guards. Zuganus together. Mixed in some spears, and we do have 1.6k food, 1.9k gold still in the bank, 160 pop, and no military production in queue right now so far. Same with Bexder. He's also not queuing up some militaries. Oh no, he changed. He's queuing up some horsemen, but still not pop both sides. And LaSh
Okay, we are in now. We are in. LaSh has all of his important upgrades. He has all of his luxury upgrades. He even has ancient techniques. And he's Yuan Dynasty now. All he needs is pagodas, which he will hopefully add very soon. Yeah, there's the first one. He's gonna build them safe behind the stone wall. And then it is going to be final stage China. And Bexder is gonna have a hard time holding against this and getting his own luxury upgrades in. He's gonna be able to clean this up quite easily because he just has so much more mass here and he has the Khan to provide the aura. But at the same time, LaSh just running everywhere with his units. Just doing so much damage. Bexder even went into trade here because he does not think he can hold a gold access for too long.
Yeah, going into trade in this situation, meanwhile losing the big gold control and having the trade next to the big gold is something interesting, but I
oh god, it's 97 military against 19. LaSh does have a billion resources. He does not have a billion production buildings, and guess what he's queuing? 6 horsemen. He's on 113 pop. Please, please, for the love of God, spend your resources or you're gonna die in 1 minute. I guarantee it.
I'm confused.
Like, why is he not spending this? Look at that amount of horsemen. They're just gonna sit on all of the production and then what?
I do wonder why he's queuing up horsemen. Maybe he did not know what he should go for, what army combination he should go for, and was thinking about that. But
at this point, just queue anything. Just queue anything. Yeah. I don't care. Just make units. Okay, more raids. I mean, he's countering the crossbows with that. At the same time, now Bexder is up to 67 horsemen. If he knew that LaSh is just not producing, or let's see here, how many production buildings do we have? It's better. It's not good. We're slowly getting there.
7 racks, 5 artillery range, and 4 stables by LaSh. Meanwhile, Bexder does have.
Probably more, and he's producing 2 out of every single building.
Same numbers, but the fact that he's producing double, I would say, counts like double the production than LaSh has.
Yeah, and now we have the stable reinforcement, so he's producing 3 horsemen per production cycle. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, LaSh had this game in his hand, and now he's throwing it away.
Unfortunately. Alright, so we have 7k resources in gold and food ready for LaSh. Only 900 food in the bench by Bexder and 900 gold. So, according to the resources, LaSh should be good. LaSh is now going into transition, playing hand cannoneers, 17 in queue, together with 26 spears. So, army combination by LaSh is now figured out. He decided to go for the damage dealer together with the front line, and we all know hand cannoneers, Chinese hand cannoneers are maybe the best one because of the additional range. I say maybe because Mongol together with Khan Hunter and Kurultai might be a bit better than hand cannoneers, but this is a specific situation. We don't have this specific situation here. We do have Chinese hand cannoneers together with the front line against Golden Horde gameplay.
I cannot believe that LaSh is gonna survive yet again. Like,
crazy, right?
He almost killed himself 2 times this game through the exact same move. And, well, the spears over here are going to be cleaned up, but now 14 hand cannons with 10 more in queue, and he does have a decent front line. He's you in Dynasty. We just keep making. If we keep making, we cannot be stopped.
Yeah, it does feel like really in between when we stopped when we did see that LaSh did not produce anything, and he was thinking about what army combination do I go for now? Doesn't matter that units, even though they are the wrong units, are better than no units, but yeah, anyhow, he cleaned up the militaries in front of the base. He built up a big number of hand cannoneers, 22 on the field, and 22 is a number which is pretty painful. Do we have the special upgrade for the hand cannoneers?
Oh yeah, like he had the range long before he ever produced a single hand cannoneer, which is a choice, I'll say, but at least we have it, right? We also have the serpentine powder. And we're now going to be pushing towards, once again, the big gold here with the raiding troop. And where's our mass army? Where's our mass of hand cannoneers? Okay, we're sitting in the middle. Now we just need some counter building siege, and we should be good with our giant death ball.
But also reinforcement for archery ranges is in queue, so we do produce triple out of an archery range by Bexder. Right now it's done, and yeah. So basically it means we do have like 18 archery ranges on the field, where only 12 cost producing, because the third unit is for free, and we do have how many production on side of LaSh do we have? Still the same numbers, still the same numbers like before. Yeah, it's the same numbers.
784, yes.
Rough.
But this death ball now, it is absolutely massive. That is 34 hand cannons. Now, we would need some bombards to actually just burn everything to the ground, but just take a look at the hand cannons destroying any army mass that is getting close to them. And as I say that, look at that beautiful flank that Bexder's playing here, but that is only 40 horsemen. That should not be enough to deal with the hand cannons.
But it's not the full army of LaSh fighting there in the middle, and that might, together with some reinforcement coming in, that might not be it. Oh, well, doesn't. Never mind. Now the reinforcement is coming in by LaSh. Cleanup of all the horsemen in the middle of the map. So it's a slaughterhouse. It's a slaughterhouse around the sacred site here. Hand cannoneers, horsemen, spears, archers, all clashing up together. And the question now is, we do have 91 eco units versus 103. Who can sustain better over time?
I'll say China. China can sustain better because, well, the Horde, Bexder's already going into so many horsemen, so many archers. He's gonna have issues with the wood income eventually, because the wood lines are going to be thinning out, but his gold income is basically gone. He's trying to trade for it. He hasn't been able to access the gold vein to the right side for the longest time. He only has the one relic. And China has taxes on top of that.
And as long we do not get rid of the back line as Bexder, it's an issue. But Bexder is adding some hand cannoneers himself. Unfortunately, they're running direct into the front line and now are on these spears or under these spears. And yeah. So Bexder is regrouping next to his TC with rally points and military. But the good thing here is having a third hand cannoneer for free.
It is insane value, but he cannot afford it. He just doesn't have enough gold.
And is about to lose not only the market in the south side of the map, but also the market access to the neutral market, because keeps get trapped.
Yeah, finally we got some middle control here for LaSh. gonna be supervising that lumber camp too. So it's not all about the market, it's also about the wood lines at this point. And another huge engagement at the front here. We have, how many is that? We've only got 24 hand cannoneers for LaSh left, and some of them are busy shooting palisade walls and ubus, but it's enough. It's enough. I think Bexder is finally and truly broken at this point.
Is he? 11 hand cannoneers by Bexder on the field. Bexder is withdrawing. He does have the holy attack, or what is it called in English? Glorreiche Angriff by the tower?
The glorious charge. The glorious charge is pretty good, I'll say that. And as I said it fell off. Did LaSh just pull back because he saw the buff? Because the buff is pretty strong, but now it's gone and it's on cooldown.
So this is something you definitely should not underestimate. You have to be careful of that, or be aware of that if you fight Golden Horde.
Yeah. 22 hand cannoneers for Bexder at this point in time. Who can hold out longer here? But yeah, if you look at the resources available to people, LaSh just has so much more in the tank still. It's Yuan triple pagoda, like LaSh is just overwhelming here.
Even though Bexder is surviving this and holding this, at least the fact that you mentioned quite before about the wood lines will change everything. I mean, obviously Bexder has gold income, 479 per minute, to produce hand cannoneers, but what does he want to produce as a front line when he does not have any wood left?
Bexder actually doing a really nice job preserving his hand cannon army here. He hasn't been really losing any, and LaSh is now going into bees again. Like, Bexder can't even dream of going into siege. He just doesn't have the gold. I do love that he's always trying to rebuild his ubus.
I mean, he has to, because of the passive income. I did not realize that Golden Horde can replace the ubus like pit mines, like Malians do it with the pit mines.
Oh yeah, I mean, otherwise it would be completely broken. Like, as soon as the stone is completely mined out, you just burn it once and you can never get stone income again. Like, that would be just bad. It's bad design.
True.
But yeah,
is LaSh military numbers? Yeah.
Question for you: is LaSh gonna go for a wonder eventually? Because he has 75 stone per minute income. Eventually, he's gonna have enough stone to build one, and he can even go for Tithe Bomb still, and he has 85.
Wait, 10, 750, then. Oh, this is a long time we have to watch the game for going for a wonder here by LaSh.
This is absolutely nothing. I once watched Divine DFP, and who was it? Numudan throw in units for 2.5 hours on the same square in the middle of the map. And I was just hoping for someone's PC to crash.
Crazy.
But yeah, LaSh, I think finally is in. He's starting to raid the back line.
Yeah, finally, right now. But here we do see that it's not a straight-up fight, death bowl fight by Chinese. Pretty easy here against Golden Horde Imperial Age. Even though we know that Chinese Echo is pretty strong in the late game, especially with the 4 Relics Pagodas. It's not easy for LaSh to break this.
Yeah, he's doing his best. He's gonna eventually find some eco damage here with the constant raiding that he's now starting. And then Bexder's probably gonna start to break down because, like, there's just no... I don't think we have the capacity to hold on here if we don't constantly sell other resources. Where's his market? I want to check the gold prices for food.
And the next issue here for Bexder is LaSh can go into a siege transition to break buildings, but Bexder does not have the opportunity, and mostly LaSh is pushing back. Even he decided to withdraw to Kite, is pushing back after Bexder is fighting under one of LaSh his keeps, and LaSh does have keep in the north and the south part of the map where the wood lines are. So Bexder needs some keep breakers here.
Yeah, I mean, it is so insane to me that Golden Horde can sustain itself from this position. You're just sitting in your corner. How much wood is left for Bexder? That is the last 5 trees. He has 4 more here. He has a little bit of stealth forest there. He has woodlines at the front that are super accessible for LaSh to murder. I'll give it 5 more minutes and then this is over.
Something like this.
But hey, Bexder also raiding now. Good on him.
Yeah. Good on him, absolutely.
Oh my god, look at that. LaSh is building production. We got him. We got him, guys. He's doing it. We're in his head. No, I think
we
this,
have 13 stables now and 10 barracks. But it's crazy. In my mind, China is, if you reach that point of the game, it's a loss. It's an utter loss. And yeah,
it
for
should
sure,
be.
It's a loss, but not because of the kind of death ball, just only because of China has the resource advantage by map control and the pagodas. Mostly, I would expect that China is running over opponents' military and base without the fact he's having resources all over the map, and blocks wouldn't come anytime. That the opponent cannot afford any more frontline units like horsemen and stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly. And now, okay, Bexder's just trying to outpost crawl forward, but that is also gonna be done very soon, because we just chopped the last tree. Oh, and he's over here. He still has 1 more wood line left next to his stockyards. He could go for that immediately. LaSh is now taking the big gold to the side.
Yeah, there were some more wood lines if Bexder would have managed to gain control there, but he couldn't. So unfortunately for him, he will lose all these. Sorry.
Good.
These wood lines, but LaSh did not take the mid-sacred side. That's also an opportunity he could go for a sacred side win, but the mid one is still neutral.
Yeah. Once again, Bexder going for another raid towards the farms here in the back. I'm just waiting for LaSh to eventually call it like, yeah, I'm just gonna build some stone walls across the map, and that is it for raids.
I mean, he has 1k stone in the bank.
And that is with 1 villager mining stone, by the way, and of course the 75 stone trickle he has through his pagoda. Oh, but if Bexder loses all of his hand cannons here now, he's pulling back again. Let's extend this game for a little bit longer.
Where are all of this hand? Because at the keep there are only a handful of. Not every hand cannoneers there, so hand cannoneers are splitted all over the map. Not all over, but in the middle of the map and on the side. And Bexder is now using a small troop or small group of forces. Does he decide to go in between the reinforcements? No, he wanna raid again. That might be a smart move for him to look for the fight in the reinforcements, because still the keep is the issue here in the north, not the military units LaSh has. It's just the keep and the fact that Bexder does not have any keep breakers. And splitting
is...
off the reinforcements. Sorry, that's the last point. Splitting off the reinforcements with a small group of military together with some hand cannoneers in front of Bexder's base, in front of LaSh's base, might be a chance, an opportunity to do something there at the top side. But yeah. And
I was gonna say, Bexder just researched the extra armor for Kadash. I wonder if he's just gonna mass these guys. Because they cost 50 food, and that is the only resource that Bexder has left. Are we just gonna see a 2-hour game of triple batch produced Karash?
How the fuck does Bexder have 1.1k gold income?
That is an excellent question. Did he go for the Stockyard Edict now? Yes, he did. It is... Wow, it is actually really good. 1.1k?
Well, this feels like...
That is rough. That is better than... what's the word? That is better than Enclosures.
Yeah, what I was intended to say, is it the new English late game disgusting where you have unlimited numbers of gold income without any gold excess? I mean, one relic is in a prayer tent, though that's all. That's disgusting numbers of gold income. I mean, LaSh is gathering with 10 villagers, has pagodas, has the IOs, and only 200 gold income more. Not mention that 2 sacred sites is giving him income. Is Bexder changing the game because of the fact of the 1.1k gold income without any farmers?
Oh yeah, naturally he also has the Yam upgrade in Imperial Age, so that is another bit of passive income here with the outposts. But it's not that much. Like, let's be real here. We have 1200 passive gold just like that. It feels a little bit dumb. But hey,
only a little bit. And now Bexder found the time to bring some siege on the field. Only 1 bombard by now, but he's pop-capped. He could queue up more with the resources especially. And I'm not sure if you want to fight with this 1 bombard against 2 bombards, but this is an important unit he needs to, because then he can break these keeps.
So Bexder is essentially... How fast can you swap edicts? I actually never checked. Can you edict dance for important fights where you use the defensive aura for the 10% extra health and then you immediately swap back to Stockyard? Oof. Nestor B, war crimes once again being committed. He's trying to snipe the siege. He's getting the bombard, but that is a lot of dead hand cannons. And as I stated, immediately 3 get batch produced in groups of 3, and he's back to max.
That's insane.
But LaSh finally took the middle. He has a palisade wall here. I kind of hope we're getting a bigger, better wall here or a keep soon. And LaSh also spent all of his stone, so yeah, he fortified the towers here on the side.
Unfortunately, Bexder... Oh, now he is... never mind. I was intended to say he's not focusing the nest of beasts, but he did. I was blind. And, yeah. I mean, another thing that is kind of unfortunately for Bexder, the fact that he could not bring the same numbers of military on the field like LaSh does because of the numbers of eco units. So it's only 13 difference, but I mean 13 hand cannoneers is a lot of DPS.
Okay, here's my other question. Do you think LaSh will eventually mentally break in this game and go for mass Fire Lancer landmark snipe?
Yes.
Because I would love that.
But right now he's queuing up 34 knights. 34 knights. So LaSh is going for full melee knight transition to, once he gets on top of the backline, get rid of the backline, and this change might be the game-ending move for LaSh, because there is nothing Bexder has right now on the field to deal with the knights at the front line for his hand cannoneers. And we do see, since the knights are in the game, Bexder cannot push back the push by LaSh in front of in the north of the map.
Bexder just cannot match the sheer amount of money that LaSh is throwing at him right now. But he's definitely trying, and LaSh shooting the palisade wall and the Gers does help with that.
And here's another question. 6 minutes 50 in the game for Sacred Side win. Only 2 golds left, so 850 and 3k gold left on the map. And those gold mines and this gold income is the enabler that LaSh can sustain this army and these fights. Does the gold run out before the Sacred Side win comes through? And if so, is this the change for Bexder to overwhelm LaSh's military production, because of the fact that the gold income will drop pretty heavy? I mean, still 4k in the bank.
I mean, here's the other issue, right? If you look at Bexder's upgrades, yes, he has biology, yes, he has fire arrows, but he doesn't have any of the other university upgrades. LaSh has them all.
Oh, sure, okay, true.
LaSh can just swap into any unit type, and he has all upgrades in the game for them. Oh my god, that nest of bee hit was disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting.
What I also find disgusting is the fact that Bexder just immediately goes back to 200 pop.
And still wood gather, and he's still gathering wood, and still on 1.1k gold. Raids now by knights in the north of the map, 300 gold by Bexder. So this is another thing what Bexder might have an issue, that all of these food resources he has are not covered by any emplacements, or most of them, and he does not have the stone income to change this. So if there's raids coming in, it does not help garrison the units. He just has to send military there, even though it's only 2 knights, because 2 knights don't take care about of 5 arrows to shooting, or which are shooting out of the tower.
It's happening. Bexder is gonna be decapping here, but he did pay with quite a few villagers and with a lot of idle time for that. Let's see.
I mean, losing villagers is maybe not the worst thing for him, because he was kind of behind in military numbers, because he had more military, more echo units than LaSh does.
Do you think we're gonna sleep tonight? Or is this game just gonna go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever?
No, I call it after the big gold in the south of the map.
Oh my god, LaSh is doing ram pushes, ram raids.
Yeah. But after the big gold in the south of the map, 1.3k left in the gold. And Bexder is not this mispositioning his army. Can hold the position here in the situation where he finds himself the whole time. This game will change. Because you see, 4k gold were left 2 minutes before. Now only 1.8k left for LaSh, and LaSh does only have 15 knights on the field, 26 in queue. Fair, okay, but he also mined the 1 gold fully, and the other one is about to run out.
It is genuinely insane to me that just through the passive income, through an edict, and through your Imperial Age, he will be, like, he will effectively be able to just out-sustain a 4-relic China with pagodas. That is not something that should be happening, I don't think, dear game balancers, but, well...
No.
LaSh still is not out of this, and he still has this side base here that could go for the raids that he's doing right now. And Bexder is slowly bleeding down eco units. He does have a 20,000 resource bank, though.
I mean, each villager he's losing right now, which is not farming on those farms, gathering on those farms, might be a good loss for Bexder temporarily, because that means he can produce more military, and the only thing he needs right now is gold and food to sustain the hand cannoneer mass, and maybe he will go for another gold unit frontline, but that might be difficult because 1.2k is enough to sustain the hand cannoneers, but not to sustain some Keshiks.
LaSh just dropped 8 markets.
I didn't think about the fact that LaSh could go for trade here because he has trade control or market control.
Is this fine? No,
but
it's still wooden walls. We need stone walls, and Bexder is sending in another horseman raid, but at this point he only has 63 units. Where are they going? Okay, he's always going for this little patch of farms here. There's only 13 villagers there.
I mean, where should he go for? Because the big farm position is fully walled by stones, and there's great wall gate. So he does not have another choice. He could go for the markets, but there are a couple keeps, so still the issue that Bexder does not have keep breakers. And maybe my call is wrong because of the fact that LaSh is transitioning into markets and trade.
Okay, we have so many barracks now prepared for LaSh. He has 12,000 food ready to go. If we get a little bit more gold here, we can just overwhelm our opponent in a tide of palace guards, like the China of old. Or we just run them into 35 hand cannoneers over and over and over again, and Bexder holds.
Yeah, I think that might be also a thing that I'm not sure what's the reason for LaSh, why he decides to still fight at this position there at the top side. I mean, sure, there's the food income for Bexder, but sitting on the production might be also helpful instead of stopping the food income. Because Bexder does not have that many of production, and they are all stick together next to the TC.
That is so many stockyards. Bexder has 108 villagers on food just so he can have a decent gold income. I guess
it's ridiculous. It's
we just okay. How many stables does Bexder have? He only has 7 stables. Like assume you just built 10 more, which is rough because you don't have any wood income, and then you just send horsemen into there everywhere.
Yeah, but do you need really that much of production? Because you're producing 3 out of 1 queue. I mean, he's losing a unit and instantly is remax because of the turtle production.
It's more of a thing that if you have 10 extra stables, that means you can replace 30 unit losses instantly. Like that is just the fact that they are sitting there at 99% produced, and you don't even have to wait for the production time. LaSh's hand cannoneers here on the top, disgusting. But the horsemen going through means these guys will eventually be wiped out. And wait, is there a villager still that is building this? Where? Oh, guy was sitting right here.
Now the big trade transition is coming in. 69 gold per run for LaSh. He does have how much traders on the field already? 17, but none of them reached the first, or a couple ones already reached their position. No, it's not 69, it's the max distance is brings 84 gold, but LaSh did not clicked all on the same market, on a market with the longest distance, but we do see the breakdown or the lack of gold in between, because LaSh could not sustain gold units in mass, and this is something this is what I meant before, that there will be an issue according to gold income that LaSh will have, and this is what we do see here right now. Trade is too late, and yeah, trade would be an option, but Bexder has control of the map, and he's producing or placing tower in the middle of the trade way, so gold will be blocked, and that might be a change, a big change, maybe the full game change.
I'm at this point kind of rooting for Bexder, because that would mean that we're getting out of this game eventually. But I'm also kind of rooting for LaSh, because I feel like that would be better for game balance. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know anymore. But we are cracking the 30,000 food mark. That is something you usually only see English players do. But here we are.
I mean, is it? I wonder myself, or asking myself, is it a real balance issue that there is settling up yourself in one specific position? You have the better late game stuff like this. I mean,
zero map control, you should not be able to sustain mass hand cannoneers.
Fair. Yes, the fact of the map control is a fair point. Absolutely fair point.
But yeah, I mean, this is also on LaSh, because he just didn't manage to kill his opponent in the last hour.
At least when he had the timings. We remember the first push into the wood line after he hits castle, where he lost a lot of knights. There are some opportunities, I would say, to kill Golden Horde, especially based on the fact that Bexder went pretty late into the reinforcement abilities or technologies on his productions. And now Bexder sitting on the production. And Bexder does not need any keep killers to bring himself in a good spot. He just needs to evade the keeps and look at the middle of the map. How disgusting is this? Building a farm there, next to the towers, next to the sacred site?
I mean, why not? You have your villagers there
True.
anyway. Just do it. Just do it. Also, I mean, LaSh doesn't really mind that his production is being torn down here. You know, because he has 20,000 wood in the bank.
That's ridiculous. Hey, I didn't recognize that at all. I mean, Bexder would say, hey man, can you hand over some wood? Just sell some at the market, I will buy it, or something like this.
I mean, you're hesitant to really sell it, right? Because there is none on the map anymore. I guess a little bit.
I mean, LaSh had one wood line there, one tiny one untouched, and the second one, third one in between both players. Yeah, so I would say LaSh has control about 3 wood lines, even though one is already started shopped and the other one nearly full, but I count them as one. And LaSh now dropping a lot of stables. And
Another glorious charge is being used. Remember, this is a lot of extra move speed and 15% less damage taken for all in range. I'm sorry, but also not sorry. I'm gonna speed this up a little. Oh, I can't speed it up anymore. We are alive. This game is not over, guys. I cannot
Do you
believe
wonder
it.
about the fact that it is not over?
If I open the Warchiefs Club bracket right now, everyone else is probably in the grand final.
Everyone else, even though you can have only 2 guys there, yes.
Okay, let me rephrase. The other half of the bracket is probably in the grand final at this point.
I like it. But look at these numbers. It's 33 hand cannoneers and 11. So 33. Wait. When Bexder is
oh god, LaSh is going. He's going for it. Fire Lancers are coming in. We have 44 Fire Lancers on the field. Where are they being massed? Where are my boys? Come on, show me the Fire Lancers. Are they in this fight already? I don't think so. He wouldn't show them.
Northwest. No, he's grouping them in the back of at his main wood line. Around his main wood line.
Oh, there we go. Hello, boys. He could actually be going for if he goes Ming Dynasty now as well, then they have extra health as they run in. But yeah, Bexder meanwhile is probably gonna feel really good about himself, and I don't think he sees this coming.
I don't think either.
I don't think any... Oh, he's gonna run straight into them with the horsemen. No! LaSh is running. He's running.
But
not to get scouted.
He's running.
Oh.
I mean, you need to only kill 2 landmarks, so...
Yeah, and Bexder needs to kill 7, so... I think we got a good thing going for him here. Like, Bexder would need to immediately delete all of his forward army, which... probably would work for him, quite honestly. If he just changes the rally point to his TC in Golden Tent and deletes his forward army, then he is immediately maxed back up.
That's right.
Okay.
Now Pagoda is getting burned, so...
Yeah, LaSh is just going for this. 180. Are we deleting villagers now? I mean, you kind of have to. No, LaSh, just delete the villagers. It's time. It's time. We don't need them anymore.
Oh. Now he's going. He's sending it. He's sending it. He's sending it, but...
Where's he going? What is he clicking on? He's clicking on the palisade wall here. 116 fire lances. Bexder should have scouted them. He's seeing them now. That's the first Elite Fire Lancer moving in. Does Bexder know about this? Did he play AoE when this was a thing?
That's a question. That's a question. I would expect no.
Fire Lance is going through. I just heard something being deleted. Did Bexder just delete his forward army? He did.
I think so.
He did.
Because he.
Bexder deleted. No, he deleted all of his villagers, every single one. But it might not be enough. It might not be enough. The Fire Lancers are on the Golden Tent.
The damage on the Gold Tent is big.
But we still need to kill the TC after.
And now the thing that he does not have the numbers of production, like you mentioned before, might kill him, because imagine he had 10 more stables, something like this. 5,000 health on the main TC. LaSh is doing it. He's doing it. Landmark sniping with
finally, we're out of here, folks. We did it in what a fashion.
What a game. But honestly, even though it was kind of bored in between, especially 10 to 50 minutes when LaSh still had the golds access in the corners at the big walls. it was fun to see because there were some, nice fights, nice decisions, interesting decisions, and to see how these economics or how both echoes of those civilizations does work. Especially the fact that the gold was running out. What this changed to the whole game situation, how Bexder could change the game into direction of LaSh space, not sitting in as a defender, just going into an attacker.
It was a good study in economics. I'll give you that. Let me quickly check on the bracket here. Let me quickly check on the chat between these two guys. Well, they're not chatting at all. It is now 2 versus 2 on them, and I think they might be taking a break. I'm not sure. Yeah,
I would take a break.
Okay, LaSh is going for a bio break, and speaking of breaks, folks, so will we in a second. And while we're here, quick shout out: we are fully community funded. None of the casters or people in the back get paid at all. Everything's going straight to the prize pool. If you want to support that, feel free. Hold on. I do hope that this command is up to date. No, it's January, February. Of course it is. Give me a second there. I wanted to take a break.
And not only the fact that it's community funded, but also shout out to, we did not do it at all this night, and to, oh god damn it, Waldi, his team, Valda Esports, god damn it.
Oh yeah.
Because they support once per month, each month with €100, these Warchief Club events, Rising Empire events, and shout out to Valda Esports at that point. So people does have fun and gain something after winning those Warchief clubs. And not only that, in April, we already know the new date, the next dates for Warchief clubs in April. It's on the 11th of April and 25th of April.
There we go. Okay, donation command has been updated, so if you guys want to support our mission here of raising more grassroots tournaments and more players, then hey, feel free, everyone in their own means. But we are going to be taking a quick break, just like our players, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes with the deciding match between LaSh and Bexder. And we're back! Refreshed and all that, maybe... Possibly. Let's check here. Is their match already live? What are they doing? What are we doing? Their game is live. We're going... No, wait.
Wait, does LaSh has delay on a stream? Then they are not live because LaSh is still in lobby.
Yeah. Like LaSh doesn't have delay. I was gonna say the observe tab showed me the Gorge game. And it showed me the Gorge game at 1 minute. And I was like, wait, no, just no. We're not doing that again. Hey, I'll say, usually I'm not a fan of 1.5 hour games, but this one had a really nice climax.
I was like, wait, Gorge for a minute? Why do they play Gorge next? And then I needed.
They're just playing it again.
I realized. Oh, it was Gorge before. Cannot be Gorge.
We were just doing it again because we had so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, crazy! But draft is coming in, so soonish we do have the next game.
Love me some soon-ish, and it is going to be Ayyubid versus Zushi. I mean, kind of expected LaSh to go for the Ayyubid at some point. And yeah. Good on LaSh for not picking Delhi. Where are we going? We are going to the Hill and Dale, do we? Yeah. How do you feel about this matchup on Hill and Dale?
I mean, Ayyubids can go for a 2TC play.
They can, but
And they have some decent 2TC timings. I think you don't want to go for fast castle against Juji. Because of the fact that Juji could go for the walls and stuff like this. On the other hand, what does Juji go for if Ayyubids is going fast castle into Lancers? Spears, Zuganus? I saw Beastie going to counter the Macedonian Dynasty with spears, crossbows, and siege. I'm not sure if it was Juji or China. That might be a play here as Juji as Bexder.
I think the issue
I don't
with
know. I have no clue.
the kind of same. I would rather be Ayyubid in this matchup because I knew what I would need to do. I would just fast castle. You get Industry Wing. You have the free second TC if you want to go for that option. And then you just push with Camel Lancers and Archers. And you get a bunch of Manjaniks on top of that.
Yeah.
That is very straightforward and it is very effective. But can you get to that point? What can Zushi do to deter you? Like, you're not gonna be pro scouting on the Hill and Dale because we evaluated that earlier. It's just bad because you're only fighting for 2 deer packs essentially, because one is in your base and the other is in the opponent's base.
So I would expect the classical Chuji feudal play here with I don't know, horseman spear,
Zuganu, I don't hate it.
Yeah, and especially because of the fact, do we know Juji multi-TC plays something like this? China, of course we do, but yeah, I'm not sure about that.
You can go 2 or 3 TCs quite easily as Zushi. Like, Song Dynasty is so good for them that the TC is really cheap, and you also have a cheap farming transition behind that. So yeah, going full eco route is good. It's just that Ayyubid would love that because then they're gonna be pushing in with their castle timing.
Yeah, I see. Well, we will see. So it's a lot of things which can happen here. I mean, you could go feudal 2TC as Ayyubids as well, going for an eco play with eco ring, industrial ring, and stuff like this. I would not expect this by LaSh because LaSh is not the gamer type of going multi TCs with Ayyubids. Not at all. I would say maybe in a castle transition, but not early on. Not at all. Yeah, and Bexder, I have no clue. Honestly, I absolutely have no clue. I would bet on Bexder is going fuel whatsoever army combination he's playing, and LaSh is reacting on this.
So far, absolutely no signs of whatever these guys are going to go for. I'm just going to speed this up a little bit because, yeah, it's Dark Age. We're just going to scout. None of these are actually going to be playing any Dark Age. None of these civilizations. And, yeah. The interesting part is when we see LaSh's choice for Feudal Age Wing, which will very likely be the healers. And Bexder, what is the play when he reaches Feudal? Like, there is a very nice build order by Crackety. Shout out to the guy who's not very active right now. Just check out his YouTube. He has a really nice 2TC Zushi build order that you should be checking out if you're enjoying that kind of feudal gameplay.
But do we expect against Juji the healer play? I mean,
it's just a no-brainer. Logistics wing coming in. It's because it's defensively, it's also super strong. Like, you can just go naked, no units, and Bexder would have to have like at least 4 Zuginu standing there focusing down 1 villager to actually do damage.
And you know what? Bexder is going for multi-TC, and Krabby then said in the chat, Bexder does really likes 2TC, and yeah.
He is. Meditation Garden is coming up here on the front with the food and the gold, and he's building it with 1 villager. Now, what you want to be doing usually as Zushi, as you go for a second town center, is you want to be going Song Dynasty with the same at the same moment that you want to be dropping your TC, because it's going to be that much cheaper then. But I don't think he's going for that build order. I think he's just going to stay Tang, have a cheaper H-up, because he would need more food otherwise. Like, he would need another H-up.
Yeah. Honestly, I never thought about 2TC Chushi, or just figured out, or just watched replays or build orders or stuff like this. I know I fought this quite a couple times and against this, and I thought, what the fuck is going on here? Because Chushi does have the opportunity, once they are Song, when they drop a building, production building, they gain 3 unit out of this, right?
That is the Yang Yang Tower. That is the other landmark for Feudal Age. That means, you can basically spend 150 wood on a stable and you get 120 resource horsemen for free. Which is quite nice, quite nice. And since you get 20% extra income from supervising income buildings like the lumber camp here, you basically make it almost cost neutral.
And that's kind of insane, right? We do see it stable by LaSh, so LaSh definitely want to do some feudal things. Does he commit or playing only for 1 or 2 units to keep Bexder off his strategy? We will see it. The Bexder definitely has enough. He did not chop full 850, so he will go for the build you said, it looks like. Wait.
He does not. Like, he doesn't have the food. He would need to go a Song first. And that is the beauty of the Crackety build that I was talking about earlier. It is 5 minute 20. At this point, you would be finishing Song and dropping your TC. It is really, really well designed.
Well, can you tell me something?
Sure.
Why does... Am I stupid? Oh, well,
I don't want to answer
it's
that.
Because of the supervision of the IL. Never mind. I was wondering, 8, 9, 5 stone left in the camp, and why does he have enough 350 stone? But yeah, sure.
Yeah, IO supervision, you got it.
Sometimes the brain is slow.
So LaSh, he did scout the second TC with the healers here. So what is the choice?
It looks like he's going for castle transition. He stopped producing any unit. He only won Desert Raider and Horseman, and there are 7 villages on gold. So
yeah, good for him. I mean, this tower here, I kind of hope that LaSh builds one over there as a counter proposal and denies the gold like that. But for now, I think he's just gonna be annoying here at the front with his Desert Raider and his Horsemen and the healing.
Yeah, and this is one thing I wondered if you really want to go the healers early on, just because of...
Don't let the dervish die.
You could expect... what could Chuji do? Go for Mass Spear and Zuganu, and the Zuganu will... I mean, sure, you need a kind of a mass, but the Zuganu will easily kill those dervishes.
You just need 5 units, essentially. As long as your opponent is not massing army, you just need 5 units, and he has to leave.
Yeah, so that was why I was wondering if Eco-Ring might be a better choice here early on to gain some Eco Lead, something like this. But
then you couldn't force out those units. Like, that is already a barracks and units forced out from Bexder here, on top of his 2 TC.
Fair point. But Industrial Ring is coming in. Do we see a second TC play by LaSh after follow-up? Or is he dropping most military production stuff like this? What do you expect?
I mean, you see the second TC of your opponent. I feel like the way you play this at that moment is you just say, okay, speed. Let's just go for speed. I'm gonna build a market. I'm gonna sell off the stone, and I'm just gonna go for full military might. And the second they hit Castle Age, I already have Manjaniks shooting at their buildings.
Yeah. I see what you mean. I see what you say. I see definitely point.
And the problem is, though,
what...
if you look at Bexder's resources right now, and he is still Tang Dynasty, so his H-up is cheaper.
Maybe that's the reason why he decided not to go for Song, because he wanna have the cheaper H-up instead of the cheaper TC. I mean,
it's kind of a mute point because you'd have about the same amount of resources saved up either way, except you would have 3 units on top with the extra feudal age landmark.
Yes, and interesting. Bexder decided to stop building the wall next to the berries on this south side of the base, and instead of moving the villager forward to the build the wall between the rocks and the woodline, now the villager is dying. Age up by Juji. Bexder faster than LaSh his age ups. And what is LaSh going for the wood? Double stable and double archery range, so no TC.
Desert Raider upgrades. So he is expecting Bexder to go fully into Mass Lancer spam with the improved supervision, as you usually see with the Mount Lu Academy, but we already seen Bexder play a lot of spear and crossbow mass, and I think that's exactly what he's gonna do this game as well.
Yeah, and I think that's what you wanna do as Juji against Ayyubids. Or prefer more to play, not to go for lancers or stuff like this, just more non-cavalry based military combination, because of the fact that Ayyubids camels have a malus for horseman units or stable units.
Yeah, usually you still open with a few lancers anyway, as Zushi, just because you can do so much eco damage with just a little bit of a raid, and you can just run away if it's an unfavorable fight, right?
Yeah.
Bexder, though, he is going full for the relics, triple monk spam here, and just going for... Oh, and he's gonna get that dervish too. Nice interception there.
Pretty nice interception. And... yeah, food-wise, Bexder still has some berries there. LaSh already eaten the berries and the deer, just sheep left under TC. And Bexder does not have any sheep. Sheep? Yeah, it's sheep, right? Sheep left, but the berries, so...
Okay, and there's the crossbows. It's like, yeah, Bexder really loves this composition. And hey, it's good. It's good. Usually what you're gonna be seeing against the Ayyubid Lancer Archer, though, as soon as the Manjaniks come out, the crossbow spear kind of just loses, unless you're going into Nest of Beasts.
But, relic counts?
Bexder's actually winning in the relic department. It is pretty rough going for the Ayyubids if that happens against a 2 TC opponent.
So 2 TC might be here the choice as Juji against Ayyubids, because right now, untouched eco for Juji, more relics for Juji, market is dropped, and
LaSh just sold off his stone. And we've got Feudal Age coming in, Feudal Age, I say. We've got Song Dynasty coming in for Bexder here. Because the next thing he needs to worry about is a food transition. He has the deer here and he has 1 more berries in his base, and that's all she wrote. So he's gonna make a huge pile of farms here in the back where he left everything free.
But the food situation for LaSh is way worse than for Bexder, according both spawns together, because Berries next to TC, berries in the back between next to the rocks where the Entra is in the south. Another berry patch in the back, protected by a wall, and the deer. LaSh on his side has just another berry patch back and the deer back, but 2 other berry patches in front of his base. I mean, that might look like a tiny thing, but those berry patches in front of his base is like 1.5k with the buff, like 1.2k food income or 2k food, which delays his food transition, but is vulnerable there. So some raids can easily push him back. Meanwhile, Bexder can defend it a bit easier. You were going to say something.
I was gonna say something. I feel like, yes, you are correct in that regard, but I don't think that is going to matter in the slightest, because LaSh is about to death push, and if he kills his opponent or does significant damage, then good for him, and if not, he's just gonna have lost the game. Well, LaSh is not playing for sustain. He's playing for this food is enough to last me in this game, and then the game is over anyway.
Fair point, and talking about enough damage, 8 villagers already dead because Bexder did not pull off those villagers from deer.
Wait, he didn't? Why? He saw them coming from a mile away.
He did not. Villagers were dead. So
okay,
that's that point, but still 20 villagers, nearly 20 villagers ahead. And looking to the gathered resources numbers, 4k ahead. Not only because of villagers leads and maybe the relics, but also because of the fact that there's a meditation guarding working and the IOs are still on the field.
I mean, I'm just looking at this and I see the 43-second idle time on the TC and I'm like, guys, come on! But yeah, LaSh...
It's interesting to see. This change I really love on the UI, that we see the idle time on the TC, because, you know, sometimes if you watch some casts and stuff like this, it's always, one of the facts that pros have, they constantly produce villagers and stuff like this, and as a non-pro gamer and watcher, it's always like, oh, they are so nice, don't do any mistakes, and those numbers show up that they do some mistakes.
Like this, LaSh, come on, please. That is 2 Lancers just dead for free. But we do have quite a significant mass here in the middle now, and the next thing we need is some Manganiques, and then we just go.
But the military numbers are kind of even, 48 to 44. I mean,
it's spear crossbow against Lancer archer. It's like, LaSh's army is much more expensive.
Much more expensive. Looking on the army value, it's 500 difference. So here we do see the difference.
Keep
now
coming
it's,
up.
600, but
no, LaSh is coming up. LaSh is missing it. Okay, now he sees it.
Oh, he has to do something against this keep, because this keep will bring some trouble here for LaSh, and
archers are in a good position here to punish that. And the Lancers will be able to wipe out the spears. The crossbows are mostly shooting other archers. Can LaSh actually break this? He did kill quite a few extra vills. No, never mind, he only killed 2. Wow.
Only 2, so...
Much better than I expected this to go for Bexder. Now he's so far ahead, actually. This is looking painful for LaSh. Like, where's our Manganiques? We can't just be pushing like this.
Look on the numbers, also the destruction value. So, I mean, sure, the army might be not the same, have not the same value. At least the value now is now better than LaSh's army value, but also the destruction value for Bexder is way better with 1.1k. So it looks like this game is already decided, not gonna lie, because of the fact that Bexder is running on 2 TC and LaSh
It
Did
is...
not find... Just, yeah.
It is looking really bad for LaSh, not gonna lie. Like, Bexder already has a farm transition done at this point. LaSh is nowhere near that. Bexder is ahead in military department now, does have siege set up, and he has more relics. I mean, blunders like these kind of hurt. That is 16 dead vills at this point. So LaSh is... keeping pace just a little bit. But yeah, we took really bad fights and our eco is falling further and further behind. No second TC in sight. We're still on that 1 TC kill them now approach.
But I mean, 16 villagers dead at that point. Okay, fair, that's right. But does it really matter at that point? Because Bexder is still ahead in villagers numbers, so 25, 26. So he can lose another 26 villagers, and at that point, the eco situation is even. Not counting the relics, not counting the fact that he has IOs to buff the income of some economic buildings that drop off, and the fact that he already had the food transition and has siege on the field. So we do have some mangonels now coming on.
Yeah, we've
2 on the field.
2 Manganiques on the field. I feel like we need at least twice that to make a significant difference here. Bexder now going into some Zugenu. Does he? Yeah, he has +2 upgrades already. LaSh does have +2 range defense, so doesn't really matter too much. This is kind of like very good fight here for LaSh. Nice interception. Catches out the crossbows and the spears. And the Manganiques have been scouted out now.
And we do have a horseman transition coming in by Bexder now. I mean,
there's nothing protecting the siege. It's really good in this moment.
They are big numbers, 21 lancers on the field, but crossbow spears, I think they cannot protect the Manganiques at all if it comes to a heads-up fight. 30 echo units difference, so... No keeps on the field by LaSh. Horseman is coming in.
That's also a nice part of the Horseman. You know, you just have options and you get so much more value and so much more map control just being able to raid everywhere. And LaSh is falling further behind in the villager department. Yeah, LaSh is just gonna bank everything on this middle push here with the 4 Manganiques, but Bexder already has 3 Nest of Bees. The good thing for LaSh though, I mean, the Horsemen are out of the bag. They have been revealed. And do we get a barracks and some spears here? Or are we just gonna bank on just body blocking for our Manganique?
I think you have no time for a transition in situation and situation.
Come on, one more hit.
LaSh finds himself. Ooh, big.
Very nice hits here by the Manganique. Big blunder by Bexder, and all of the bees are gone.
This was so huge and important for LaSh. This small tiny fact that the Manganique sniped the Nest of Bees in this fight, that might save this push for LaSh. Maybe not the game finisher push, but at least a push which brings the opportunity to be back into the game.
We don't have anything to repair our Manganiques here, which means the keep will probably kill one of them. And LaSh just realizes it, but it's too late already. He's gonna lose one. The Horseman flank is getting intercepted nicely, but they will still be able to get one. We'll be able to get 2. We'll be able to get 3. And that is all the siege gone, but so is Bexder's army.
So is Bexder's armies, that's true, but look at the income. Bexder does not care about
I'd rather
his
not.
army here.
I'd rather not, because it is quite obscene. Bexder has the full farm transition done. Yeah, it's looking bad for LaSh. It's looking really, really bad.
Yeah. So the fact that Zhu went to TC in this game and was Castle Age earlier than Ayyubids, even though Ayyubids built only 2 military units and 1 production, it's insane.
There's the Imperial Age coming in. I think LaSh is just gonna tap when he sees Imp.
I mean, what else can he do? He's fighting... there's a keep in the center of the map, in the middle of the map. There's stone wall in the south side of the map. There's not only 1 fully farmed transition, it's like a double farm transition. It feels like a double because 2 great wineries. Yeah.
Same difference. Imperial Age is in. Does LaSh tap or does he play 1 more push? It is the deciding game. He taps. He's just done. And yeah. Good job, Bexder. LaSh just not able to punish the 2 TC play.